Because I'm going to this, it doesn't show what we did yesterday, which is kind of unfortunate. So, I know we started with the OJB one, so that's probably the one we'll just do to start off. OJB. Okay, so this is the one we did. I know Skull Masters was not part of that, so we'll make sure we get to that. I think I might know what the other one could have been. So, anyway, so 1-1 Raspberry Meadows. This is by OJB 547. So, we gave this 3.5. We're just gonna redo what we missed yesterday. I'm gonna make sure that people's levels are getting covered. So, it's kind of the main reason why we're doing this second part. Let's see. That looks good. That sucks, dude. I'm really disappointed it's not showing this. Anyway, I finished my shift and my work shift and I got some sleep. I was kind of hoping I'd get more sleep, but that's all right. So, anywho, hey Incognito and Jetwing. Hey guys. Yeah, there's more because 2 hours of the live stream got cut off yesterday, so we're doing this to cover it up for it, and then we'll end. We're not gonna. This isn't gonna be a crazy live stream or anything. This is just covering what was missed yesterday. So I'm not gonna sound as energetic as I did yesterday. I've had chest aches all day because of the lack of sleep, and especially because I was only operating like 4 hours of sleep at work. So, but yeah, we'll get this done. I should be able to go off of what was on that list. So we're just starting off with OJV's level because his levels was cut off at the end of the last live stream. So we'll just go from there, and I'll kind of just recap on what we missed, and then future level requests will not be accepted for this live stream, so they'll go for the next live stream, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Just gonna make sure we're good on everything. Jewel, hello, by the way. Wait, was the game made in Construct 3? Yeah, it's made in Construct. Yes. I'm just opening it up like this so I can play Snapshot 31. Excuse me. Anyway, so let's open this up. I assume the music bug's still gonna be a thing. Hey, Skelly. Yeah, it's just a one-day thing, man. It'll be fine. Again, I have been suffering all day, but it's, again, like I said last live stream, it's a risk I'm willing to take. So, anyway, guys, so 1-1 Raspberry Meadows. This is by OJB. So, this is Super Mario and the Eternal Light 1-1. So, Mario's going on a date with Princess Peach at the castle. Navigate Mario through the Raspberry Meadows to make it. Also, with comments saying that there's no raspberries. The raspberries are in the bushes. Also, you can go in the house. So, this is custom music used if you guys are curious. Also, something I've noticed with this new level page. So, two things I want to comment about. I know TFD is still working on this. I really don't like how the display type doesn't show the stats right away. It's really, I know he's working on like something if you hover over it, which I guess it's fine. But as a staff member, for me, I like to be able to see this stuff so that way I can see the stats if I'm trying to feature levels. So it's set an inconvenience for me. I can just do that. Also, I kind of wish it could display more levels on the page instead of just having the select 12. It would really make things more convenient that way too. Maybe this is going to be featured. Who knows? Oh yeah, real quickly before we start. I'm going to turn off my staff session, so I'm going to do that real quickly. I don't want to show my token, so. Anyway, so now that we have that taken care of, let's go ahead and we're going to open this level up. Oh, there are no raspberries? Oh yeah, I mean, you can't really do raspberries. Although I think OJB said that he did a certain decoration for it, didn't he? Okay, this is the fridge. So yesterday when I was playing this, I said I felt like I played this before. I couldn't remember if YoRioChill was the one who did this, or I don't remember if it was OJB. If it was YoRioChill, then I'll definitely take off like half a star for that, but well earned, I'd say. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I just know I've seen this before. I don't remember where it was from, unless OJB did his own level, and this is just an exact remake of it or something like that. That's probably what's happened. It's probably just a remake. Hey, Superlit, Derpel Enterprises, hello. Okay, so I do know there was a pipe that you can go into. It was on the right side here, somewhere. So I kind of pointed out, because he has all these different colored pipes, so either you gotta painstakingly search for them, or you kind of just have to get lucky, you know what I mean? So, I'm not really a fan of the indication on this, so I think OJB could probably improve that, I'll be honest. Oh, actually, no, it goes down like that. Never mind. That's fine. Unless they did a tag together or something like that, because, don't get me wrong, the visuals here look really nice, but, yeah. I feel like that's the strong suit it has going for it. Hey, bub. Wait. Oh, no, we came from the left side. The tag is made, users contribute, have to... not necessarily Jetwing. When I did the casino tag, I was actually the one who did most of the work. But that was because I had my own idea for a boss fight. Actually, I'm not even sure if it works in Snapshot 31, I'll be honest. Looks like your browser says the wrong time. Oh, yeah? Oh, this gives you a 1-up, okay. Okay, and then I do know that this gives you the dragon coin right there, so there's that. So, like I said yesterday, this is a really good level. It's just the real thing that this level has going for it is just the visuals. It's not particularly long by any means, and it doesn't really mix up the challenges too much. So that's why I'm giving this a 3.5. It's still a good level, like I mentioned, but yeah, I kind of wish it did more with what it was trying to approach with instead of relying mostly on the theme. So there is that. And now, if I'm not mistaken, why am I playing this? Because it got cut off during the last live stream, bub. That's why. I'm specifically trying to cover these levels that did not make it to the live stream. So the other live stream cut off at like 11 hours and 54 minutes, and that cut off 2 hours of the time. So as a result, that cut off like 8 to 10 levels I did, which it's kind of annoying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to... I just don't want to have that cut off. I want people to be able to see that. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that. That's why I did that. Anyway, so I need to make sure. I'm gonna make a list, guys. This is gonna take a minute. But I just need to know what exactly we need to do and what we don't, because it's not showing the list, unfortunately, and I just don't know what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be on it. So just give me a minute on this, folks, but we can kind of just talk while I get this situated, all right? No, dude, stop. Stop, dude. Oh my god, dude, I hate this. I did not want it like that. Why does it have to do that by default? That's so annoying, man. Anyway, so did he put the one for Scoppler? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Nice. So that's part of it. Did the Morgan one get requested? Yeah. Skullmaster. We're probably gonna do that one next, actually, because I know yours didn't get covered. Oh yeah, we didn't do. I know Darth Sonic's part of the list. Darth Sonic, Meso, yours, and then Razor. Those are a few I can think of off the top of my head. I think even Ed is also part of the list too. Yeah. Ed is also part of the list. I actually remember Ed. So let me find Ed. So I'm like pretty sure Ed is. Yeah. So Skullmaster. I just gotta go through this list. It's a big list, so don't mind me if I can't get it all. So Skullmaster. Also, sorry I couldn't have done this before the live stream, but I'm kind of running on a whim here. I'll be honest, and I kind of just want to get things done this way, so that way it's kind of just convenient. So that way, we can get it as we go. Meso. But yeah, it's really important we show this off, guys. This is kind of the plan of these live streams. So I'll have to keep this in mind for next time that YouTube is just going to cut off live streams that go past 12 hours. It's kind of annoying, but there's not really much I can do about it. So yeah. Anyway, we'll go ahead. We're just going to move on to the next one. I'll make that little bit of progress like that. We're going to move on to Skullmaster's level. I think we'll go ahead and we'll do his next. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, Skullmaster, Skullmaster, Skullmaster. We'll make bits and pizzas. I can't speak. I'm trying to combine Pete's and pieces, or like bits and pieces. I was trying to combine those two words in my head. So anyway, so guys, next up we're gonna do Sky High Honeyworks. This is by Skullmaster 4. So again, guys, no particular order from yesterday because I can't find the list. It's not showing it for me, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping it would. Unless there's a change log that I just missed or something like that, then yeah, maybe we can go from there. I just want to check this real quickly. Is there actually a history that I can check? Gallery. No. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Alright. So, somebody knows then. Anyway, so this one's peaceful nature reserve has been taken over by Bowser in an attempt to harvest its resources. Mario must infiltrate the Honeyworks with his bee abilities and collect the power stars to restore peace. This is a traditional 7-star course based around wall jumps and the sticky badge. Very beginner friendly, and then this is made in 1.1, if you guys are curious. So, oh yeah, I should join the Discord VC in case TFTR7 wants to join. Let me do that real quickly. Actually, is that a good idea to do that? We'll try it out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so do that, and then because I already have all these open, so might as well just go from here, right? This isn't a real level, but I have a test level. I'm not really doing new levels, bub. That's the thing. No, John, I kind of just went live not that long ago because 2 hours of the last live stream got cut off. So I'm just making sure. Dude, listen, I just want to get. Oh, my face froze. Okay. Oh, never mind. There it is. It's just lagging a little bit. Okay, we got the sticky badge. Maybe joining the Discord call isn't a good idea, guys. The raid's not even that bad and I'm lagging. Yeah, that sucks. I have to close out of Discord. This is not possible for me to do. That sucks. Sorry, Discord. I will have to keep you closed for now. See, now it's better. Now it's better. But yeah, this won't be a particularly long live stream. Definitely not 14 hours. But I definitely want these levels to be shown, even if it's me replaying it like for a 5th time, you know what I mean? I just don't think that's fair to those who requested, so... Oh, right, I need to get coins. What am I doing? Luckily, coins aren't too hard to get in this level. That's one thing I actually really like about this level, because there's a lot of green coins, and they give you 3 coins when you collect them. So, it's really nice that Skullmaster rewards you like that. Know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, I thought it was gonna fall there. Also, Star Raider is OP. I'm so glad this got added. Okay, yeah. Note to self, it's quicker to ground pound on those. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have an upload tomorrow or not. We'll see. Kinda depends how I feel, because I'm not feeling the greatest right now, but that's alright. It'll just take me a day to recover. Okay, we can get that. I gotta remember to collect these coins, because that was actually, when I was doing this last night, that was the last one that I did. I kinda just forgot about it, I'll be honest. Hey Marky, yeah, I've said this like 5 times. I know you haven't listened to any of it, but the past 2 hours of the live stream, or the last 2 hours, got cut off, so we're redoing them. And then we'll end. And then TFD and I will probably watch Hero X or something like that. I actually do need to make food. Yep. I didn't know that YouTube cut off after like 12 hours, roughly 12 hours, so it's something that I was not aware about. Stevo kind of warned me about it, but I was kind of skeptical about it at the time. I was just thinking, really? YouTube's gonna do that? So that's why we're here. Otherwise, I would not be streaming. Actually, wait, these things give us the points. Wait, I just realized this is not accurate. Wait, hold on. I just realized the text is not accurate on this. Hold on. I gotta fix that. Let me fix that real quickly. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of all that text. It's not really necessary to have it. We're not. Oh yeah, by the way, I've said this a few times in the announcements I made, but we're not accepting new requests. If anybody's curious, no new requests are gonna be accepted because the live stream technically already ended, and the rule was that there would be no more requests after the live stream ended. So that's why we're not doing it anymore. If anybody's listening, anybody curious, we're just gonna go from here like that. I don't know if you can get that. Oh, I think, yeah, okay, you can go this way. It's intended for you to go this way, but I don't think I ever tried that route, I'll be honest. There we go, there we go. Dude, I love how I just touch him and he just instantly dies like that. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, that works. Oh, so that's why that's there. I kind of forgot about that, I'll be honest. I'm always worried I'm gonna die when I just drop back down there. Maybe if I go this way. Not that it matters, it probably is easier to just go over there. Still happy with how this level came out, because you think it's a fun casual level. I definitely agree with that, Skullmaster. I know I don't know if I left a review on this, or, you know, I kind of just told you what I thought, but actually I don't even think I did. I haven't really been getting to many reviews, but oh, I don't care, man. This is a fun level. Dude, if I was upset that if I was upset for playing a fun level like this, you know, I would be very upset. Like, you would even know. I'm not upset playing this. This is just an enjoyable experience for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not complaining, man. I could play this 5 more times and I still would not be upset. This is genuinely a really solid level. It's the kind of level that has replayability factor into it. In my opinion, that is. And plus, I know the live stream is a special event, so I can't really be upset or concerned in the slightest, you know what I'm saying? Probably would have submitted this to the Simple Fliss contest, but if I could, I'd begin work on it a day before the contest. Gotcha. I haven't really checked that out, so I'm not sure what that event fully entails. I'll be honest. I'm gonna save state just to be on the safe side. And I didn't want to break the contest rules, so I started something fresh for it. What even are the contest rules? I'm actually curious. Hey Jadagon. If you're wondering why I'm live again, this is just to recover the lost hours from yesterday. Deadline's in 3 days? Oh, so it's actually ongoing right now. Okay, I thought it ended. Under 20 entries last you heard. That's a lot of entries. Especially for Mario Builder. I don't think LSS could even get that many, even if it tried. I mean, if it was a little bigger, I could see it happening, but... I bet it could only get, like, around 10 to 20, if I had to guess. Like, if you're talking about all the active Mario Builder people that are contributing, then I think it's probably feasible in that sense, but... Realistically, it's probably not even going to get above 10, let's be real here. Unless it's a simple idea for a contest or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then it could probably work. Good work. Excuse me, I can't speak. Good afternoon, Danny. Love is in the air tonight. Wrong. Pipe bomb. Actually, no, the meme goes, it's either mold spore or a gas leak. You can either say one of those two. I think the level should be collectible in 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, honestly, Demonics, I thought I'd be sleeping longer, but here I am. But yeah, Demonics, if you can do the timestamps for this live stream, I'll give you extra experience in Shimflakes, so... Not only will you get a custom theme, I'll give you that too, so if you're interested. You haven't missed anything, don't worry. We only did OJB's level, and then... Wait, I didn't know you could... Wait, you can go down here? Okay, I didn't know that. So we just did OJB's level, and now we're doing Skullmasters, and I know Meso's one we didn't do, and then I think we didn't do Ed's, so there's a few we didn't do. Well, I mean, we did do them, but, you know, they're not, like, part of the actual stream, like, you know, actual 12-hour live stream itself. Danny, you can play Super Mario Contract on mobile, but we don't really have editor controls at the moment. We do have, there's a plugin, I believe, that is available that can let you play Construct, but it just does the basics, so it only allows you to play. It doesn't actually allow you to make, if that makes sense. Although I haven't played SMC on mobile, so I'm not sure what it's like, so I can't really comment on it. Yeah, Marky, this is a really good one. Stevo, I got all of Stevo's Mario Builder requests yesterday, and he sent a few from 1.0 that still hold up pretty well. Like, there was a troll level that was pretty good. And then... Oh, we're only missing one. Okay, so it looks like it's... Oh, yeah, it's that one. I know which one it is. We have to go up top. Actually, I think you have to go over there. Yeah, you have to go over there. I know where to go now. I do actually want to do more Mario Builder in the future, Marky. Like, this game is... I probably do need to give it more credit than I do, I'll be honest. I feel like I would learn how to play better also, too, if I did that. Because I'm starting to... Especially trying to wall jump and all that. Maybe I need to get the feeling down better. We don't need that, so we're good. Do you have 2 separate ROMs for one? Yeah, I do, Marky, I do. I do have 2 separate, but I'm playing with 1.1. Anyway, guys, that was Skullmaster's Sky High Honeyworks. A very good level. Still gets a 5 from me. The amount of innovation that goes into it is really innovative. Wow. The amount of innovation in going into it is very innovative. Wow. Hear my vocabulary, guys. Hear me. But what I'm trying to say is I just like the creativity in this level. It really shines. It sparkles like gold. And I just like the attention to detail all around with each specific area. it complements each area pretty well, and it creates these nice transitions. I can't speak. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say though, right? I'm just trying to say in short layman terms, this is a really awesome level. Hey man, look, my choice of words aren't really the greatest right now, but just go along with it, okay? Just go along with it. All right. So, wait, did Shell Guy? We didn't Shell Guy. Oh, snap, we did do Shell Guy on that. Okay. Did we do the We did both of the 1-3s, so. What about the 1-1 Mega Mix? Did we do that? Yeah, we did the 1-1 Mega Mix. What about the one that StarTigerrr did? Was that part of the ending? Oh, that was part of the ending, I see. So, where's the StarTigerrr one? We did do that one. We did that one. Where's Pink Portal? We did Pink Portal. Oh man, we have so much to go through here, don't we? Atmos follows. Yeah, guys, this will probably take a minute or so. Tom's Corey. Did we do Michael? I think he was the one who commented on the video, so yeah. Yeah, he was the one who commented, so. Okay, so we'll do that. Neon versus. We're gonna figure out what we're doing next, guys. I just want to get this done real quickly, so we don't have to really worry about it. Can you create indoor areas and? Oh, you're asking if you can create indoor areas. Yeah, you can. You can. You can build like a house or something like that if you want, and it'll work just like that if you're curious. So. Oh yeah, Kero's level was also one we covered at the end. So guys, we're just gonna. If anybody's curious, hold on. I think we probably will go in a randomized order. Again, we're just trying to get what we missed yesterday. So, yeah. So there's that. I'm pretty sure Darth Sonics didn't get covered until the end. So, Darth. Did we do? We did do Shell Guy. We did do Hunter and. Yeah, we did do that, didn't we? Nice. Okay, he at least covered that, so that's good. Hunter, did we get the Morgan one? Morgan. Nedrac's level? Oh, you're right. Nedrac. I didn't think about him. Good idea. Or good call, I mean. Is he even on this list? The Ice Temple. That's right, we did do that. I did do Ed. I just want to make sure we did do Ed. By the way, sorry if anybody's watching this. It's just I'm not sure how else to do this. I didn't really have time to get all this set up, so I think we also checked Stunlock, so I'm gonna cross that out. Grassy Plains. Oh, hey guys, we found another one we didn't do. K-Monarch. So, alright, there is that. I mean, technically we did do it, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Did we do Xanax? We did do Xanax, okay. Xanax was covered, okay. I don't think John's got covered then either. I think John's is one that we will have to put up there. And then we did do that one. I do remember that one. Smorgoat, we did do Smorgoats. We did do that. We did do Bamboo Realm. We did do that. We did do that. We did do that. Franco. We did do Franco. Yeah, I got his level. Lowe's. We got that. Got that. YoRioChill. Oh, really? We didn't get that one? Huh. Okay. I'm surprised. There's more than I thought there would be. We did do that. What about 9 vault? Yeah, we did 9 vault. We did TGH. Yeah, we did them. And then, did we get the Morgan level? Yeah, we did. Cool. Okay, guys. We have it all figured out now. Cool, cool, cool. So, guys, now that we have all that set up, these are the remainder of the levels for the rest of the live stream. So, these are the ones we meant to do yesterday, but we did do them, but they just cut off, so. You can't hear the fan? What fan? Oh. I put it a blank one. What? I put a blank one. Wait, what? Okay. That's funny. Anyway. Well, I guess we're not playing anything, guys. I guess we'll just do this for the rest of the live stream. It's not going to go in the same order it did then. Yeah, that's true. K-Monarch. K-Monarch. So guys, Grassy Plains level 1. This is by K-Monarch. Yeah, I almost forgot. I'm gonna put my stream deck back on. We have a winner, Blink's face. Hello, L. Good to see you. Alright, so Grassy Plains level 1. I gave this 1.5. A short and sweet level. It has a secret X to it as well. Hope you enjoy. Hey, Prism. I covered your level yesterday. It's good to see you. Demonic should have provided a timestamp, so if you're curious about that. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you already know. Of course you do. Oh, my headphones aren't properly on. I don't know why I couldn't hear that. Anyway, so let's check this out. We made... Yo, it's Skelly. Also, Skelly, there's actually somebody who's been making Sonic levels in SMC. They go by... What do they go by? I've been recording their levels lately. They're like... If you search like Bridge Zone or something like that, you will find their levels. Who did that again? I'm trying to remember. There was somebody that's been making Sonic levels lately. Who is it? Who is it? It's is it on page 3? Yeah, this guy. This guy at MB Productions. You gotta check his levels out. They're pretty good. They did all of Green Hill Zone, and then they did one of Bridge Zone, whatever it's called. Yeah, MB Productions. I was trying to tell that for Skelly. They're really good in my opinion. L's levels are pretty good too, but I don't know. It's hard to really compare the two because they both have their own distinctive style. Or distinct style, you know what I'm saying? Also, this is a minor cutoff right here. The bush. They like to make nests in the sewers. Take good care of them. Also, Garlude, hello, by the way. Well, good to see you, by the way. I'm like considering doing your level for tomorrow, Garlude, if I feel like it. I'm not sure though. Feels like an original. No, it doesn't. that part definitely does not. Also, I don't even understand the point of that section because you fight a Boom Boom, but what does it even give you? What's the purpose? If you're gonna give a dragon coin, then it's like you have to consistently make it flow properly if you're gonna put dragon coins of that same caliber throughout the level, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of ruins the pacing of this traditional style level. I mean, a lot of it's pretty flat, but there's just not too much going on for this level, and that's kind of the big critique I have with it. It's short, and even when it introduces several ideas like that in the cave, it barely explores them, it barely touches up on them. So that's why I gave this a 1.5 out of 5. I understand where the player's coming from, but I just think there's a lot more they could do with what's been given, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, next up, we're not going to go in any specific order, because I don't remember how it was yesterday, so... Anyway, guys, so the one that we started, the one we ended off with yesterday is the one we're going to be doing for the third one for this live stream. Mighty Bowser's Castle. This is by Razor, so let's check this out now. Beginning did? Yeah. So, description reads, there's a boss fight at the end, and it's hard, so the level itself shouldn't be too hard, right? And last dragon coin should be in one of the rooms of the Bowser's Castle. Can you figure out which one it is? No, we ended with this level. We did Mesos, and then I think we did Nedrac, and then I think it was this one. I know for a fact we ended off with this one. I'm honestly excited to play Meso's level again, because I really enjoyed that one. And for the fact that it's an older level too, it holds up really well. But yeah, you guys will see Meso's level in a bit. Dude, Meso needs to get back into level making. Where have they been? I know they've been busy, but come on. They're the ones who telling us about, oh, level contests. I'm really excited about this. But I bet they're going to be busy, so they probably won't even be able to participate. So, yeah, it is what it is. But there's just some people that aren't active that I'd love to see them make levels. Seven's also another case, too. Where has Seven been, dude? Anyway, actually, I do know what Seven's been working on. Going any further is dangerous. Go at your own risk. Yeah, Seven's also been working on this other level that he's been doing besides his 200 level. So, I've been seeing sneak peeks of that, but it probably isn't going to be published anytime soon because, you know, 7. Also, these are cutoffs right here. Right here specifically, if you want me to point that out. I'm not sure if these have an outline or not. I can't quite tell, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, this cuts off, so yeah. Something to keep in mind with when you're using these decorations here, Razor. Haha, Mario, if you want to get into my castle, then you're going to have to find the key to your airship. By the way, Skelly, how have you been, man? I know we haven't really spoken much lately. I guess you've been busy, too. A lot of you guys have been busy. You could probably use a checkpoint here, by the way, Razor. If you're going to transition into a new section just to make it flow better, I think you really should use a checkpoint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, now I have to go all the way... Actually, it's not that bad, actually, but still, it just helps to create a better transition when you do it like that. You know what I mean? So that way I don't have to sit through all that again. Yeah, because now I have to do all that over again. Or I have to redo all that over again if I die. Especially an unrelated section of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, guys, that I think if you're going to have new sections in your level, I really think you should put a checkpoint. Because why should you go back to a different section that you were in? It just kind of ruins the immersion. You know what I'm saying? Because you've already been established with the new section. Why should you have to go back? Also, this... cannon's floating. You could probably also the other ones on there too, but yeah. Igor Fire, my favorite creator on the site. He would be if I was drunk or if I was high. When you're ready, get in the pipe. You've been doing alright with college. You have a level you started all the way back in April last year. Hey, same, dude, same. Also, another thing too. Razor, I know you can go on the right side, but you should probably indicate that when you go back to that section, because when you go back like that, it's not like you're able to go back and collect it. You know what I'm saying? By it, I mean the key. That's a bit sudden, Razor. Busy with college. Yeah, you said you're busy with college. I'm not in school right now, but I do want to go back. Or, I'm considering it. Also, another thing, Razor, put a checkpoint before your boss fight. Oh, actually, never mind. You have it here. Okay, dude, you have a checkpoint in your boss fight. Put it before, man. Why do you have it like this? Also, that checkpoint cuts off on the right side. I don't know if you see that. If you want me to point it out, it's right here. Right here, if you're curious. This spot right here cuts off. Yeah, alright, we'll do it the hard way. Dude, that really respawned on me like that? That's funny. This time we're just gonna take out one of the Bowsers first, and then... we should prioritize taking one out, and then... we gotta do it the hard way then. Also, Razor, another thing too, I'm not a fan of these boss fights. Like, I'm not a fan of you putting a bunch of hits on bosses. I know this is 6 total, but I feel like it's still asking a little too much. Because all you're doing is just standing on flat ground, and you just have to worry about Mecha Koopas that you have to dispense. There's hardly any innovation that goes on. More hits on a boss fight does not mean it's going to be better. So I just want you to keep that in mind. So I gave this a 3 out of 5. I still think it does deserve a 3 out of 5. There's many things I think could be improved about the level. The overall flow is probably the biggest thing. I feel like that's really making this level suffer, so... definitely work on that, Razor. And also try to work on your theme, fit in nicely with everything. By everything, I mean, you know, tile set, the enemy choices, because I noticed for the gold section or the yellow section, you threw a lot of different enemy types, and you didn't even put a checkpoint there, which I think you probably could have, given the way it transitioned like that. So, personally, that's just kind of what I think, but I don't know. Not everybody might not agree with me. Oh, you mean like they don't animate? I thought LB fixed that. Okay, so 6-4 Mineral Mines. This is by StarTigerrr, so let's go ahead. We're going to cover this one. Oh, I already got that. Okay, so I gave this a 3 out of 5. I'm not sure if I want to keep this rate or not, so let's see. As Mario leaves the Dark Tower, he wanders across mountains and cliffs, only to end up at the entrance of the Mineral Mines. So, back after another year, seems like level making's my summoned job. I hope you'll like this level. You made it in just 5 days. As Mario leaves the dark, he wanders across mountains and cliffs, only to end up in the entrance to the Mineral Mines. My controls feel a little off. That's weird. It's probably fine, but yeah, I was just kind of making sure. Oh, there's supposed to be a platform there. Okay. You actually made your greenhouse YFS level in 3 days? Nice. When Snapshot 31 releases, I'm going to be publishing that Boneyard level I did. I'm going to publish that so you guys can be able to play that. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's a pretty short level. It's meant to show off the... I got a bug on my face. The Smash Boneyard tile set. I don't know if I'll be doing another level soon. It's just... I only made that because we were grinding for 1K and I really wanted to get the 1K. So that's why I was putting an insane amount of time and effort into this channel at the time, especially with all those showcase videos like that. It took me the entire day just to get that Boneyard video out. And keep in mind, I usually work on my uploads the day prior, especially... Oh, nice, dude. Nice, dude. Couldn't even see that. Now I have to do this all over again. How fun. And we're off to a good start. Nice. Why is it this level, man? Why is this level the one I have to die the most on? Wasn't it called... Didn't the creator put medium difficulty? Yeah, I mean, the coin trail's kind of vague because it's dark. You can't really see that well. It doesn't really offer the best indication, I'll be honest. I think if you had something light up or something like that, or you indicated the coins a little better, I think it probably would have flowed a little better in that section. Because look at this, you see this? Okay, yeah, there is a skull sign, but you just can't see that well. That's the problem I have with this. Maybe I'm just not good at this game. Or this level, I mean. I mean, don't get me wrong, the design does look nice, but it's a little overloaded, I feel like. Mountain Remix sounds pretty cool. Hey, nice, Danny. I'm glad you like that. I can't remember who did the Mountain song. I think it was Joy-Con. Joy-Con does a lot of our music. The Brawl also helps out with the music, too. Too much going on. I couldn't really make out the best reaction out of that. I bet you don't like when people overuse the darkness effect. I think it's circumstantial, L. I think there are cases where you can make it work, but a lot of times when I see people use effects, I don't see them use it right. Like, I've actually seen somebody make a level that uses all the effects and it did not look good. So... Again, what do I know? It's just, you know. I thought it was pretty funny, right? The music stopped? No, it didn't. It just has a silent start. Makes it harder to grind because you can't see what levels you played. TFD did say he's working on that. He really should bring back the old legacy level list, or at least bring it back in some capacity, because a lot of people have been used to that, and then he just makes this change that kind of just gets rid of all that. You know what I'm saying? So I wish people had the option to choose. You know what I'm saying? It took the check out for me. Do you know that weights can destroy rocks? Actually, so fun fact, if you guys are curious, hopefully I don't die trying this. I did die trying that. Of course I did. That's great. I was gonna say, you can cheese that section entirely just by being small, so... Also, I'm not sure if it's intended to have that switch there, so... Let's try this again. Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, you can cheese that section, if you guys weren't aware. Or if the creator wasn't aware, that is. You also don't see the point of filtering. I see the point of it. You kind of have to look at it from other angles, demonics, instead of just taking it at face value. Filtering is a great addition because it allows you to sort for levels better. It allows you to be able to search for stuff. Like, we've had tags for so long, dude, but we've never really been able to do anything with them. We haven't been able to search for tags. We haven't been able to search for specific names. And I'm talking about on LSS itself. I'm not talking about with the share bot. You could do all that with the share bot. You could not do it with on LSS. There was nothing that would allow you to do that. So I think filtering is a great addition. At least when you look at it that way. But I can understand where you guys might not like the filter in its current state. I don't like it either. Also, there's just so much more you can customize. I feel like that would really help it come a long way. So, I wasn't expecting to beat that level. Dang. Was I too hard on my 3 out of 5? I don't know. I mean, I didn't get any dragon coins. Let me just look through it again. I remember not really enjoying this when I played it last night. Then again, hey, the dragon coins are really tough to get. I just want to double check just to be on the safe side. You know what I'm saying? There's a bonus room. I don't remember how you get to this. Oh, forgot about that. I think you could probably indicate this section a little better. Who made this one again? Who made it? StarTigerrr, StarTigerrr, StarTigerrr. Yeah, I was just checking your name. Yeah, StarTigerrr. I think you could probably indicate this a little better, this section. That's still not a bad section, but yeah, it's personally what I would do. Alright. I was about to say, why can't I enter that? Because I moved the pipe. Wish you could customize the heat ripple. I wish you could have multiple effects in the same map. Hey Razer, we already got to your level, by the way, if you're curious. So there's a 1-up right there. So yeah, StarTigerrr, so some things that I think could really be critiqued about this level. As much as I like the visuals here, they feel a bit over decorated for the darkness effect you're going for, so it kind of makes it hard to see where to go at times, especially this section here at the start. It just feels a bit cramped at times, and it creates these difficulty spikes sometimes with some of the challenge you've laid out, which they're not bad by any means, but when you're using a vertical section like this, it just makes it hard to even see what's going on. So, especially when you have this Star Coin, or not Star Coin, Dragon Coin down there, it's hard to see. No, no, that's not what I meant. I meant of the same effect. Like having two silhouette effects, for instance. That's not possible right now. Also, I'm not really a fan of these boulders dropping down either. It's kind of hard to see, and I feel like this section in particular, it throws a lot at you. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying, you know what I'm saying. I can't help it, guys. I'm just trying to look at what I missed. So I think that was two, and then there's also one right there. So yeah, you definitely need to do that. But yeah, and also StarTigerrr, you can actually choose a lot of these setups you have at the end. You don't even need the weight, so going here is not really necessary. And then you don't even need to do that switch section that you also had. So there's some really tight sections that you have, especially at the end here. And I feel like you rely heavily too much on your enemy choices that it kind of just makes things a little not only tougher, but it makes things a little more tedious to traverse. So it just kind of ruins the immersion you've set up. So as a result, it kind of hinders at the overall experience and the playability, and if that makes sense. Kind of just because you've established a theme, but if the theme can't properly connect with the player, then that's where it falls short. And you can't do that if you can't have proper challenges that uh, are cohesive with the given environment. So hopefully, if that makes sense. If you want me to dumb that down for you, I can. That's not really the point, Demonics. That's if you have. So this is the point I'm trying to make with two effects of the same caliper. So you have two silhouettes. They can be triggered by tags. So you start a level with tag 1. We'll call tag 1 a black silhouette. Tag 2 is white. Have a silhouette that triggers between black and white, black and white, black and white. And it does that repeatedly as you play a level. That is the idea I have behind double effects. Or if you want to have two different ember colors, you have one for one section of a map, and then you have one for another section of a map. So you set those with tags, and then they automatically trigger when you input the tag that you have for the general vicinity of the area that you're working with. So No, they're not meant to be seizures, demonics. And even then, LP can just put a cooldown on that. He already has cooldowns on a lot of stuff in SMC anyway. Austere Avenue by Darth Sonic 21, by the way, guys. We'll be doing this one next. Could I request another level I had made? No, Razor. I can't accept requests today. You will have to wait for the next live stream. We've already got all the requests done for this live stream, so I will not be accepting any more. This is not meant to be a long stream. I have stuff on my plate that I want to get done besides this, and I don't want to eat myself up too much with all of this. So, we'll save it for the next live stream. Anyway, Austere Avenue, this is Streets of Mushroom City are littered with crime. Remember, don't die, part 1 of Mario's explosive exploits. And then, here's all this if you guys want to check that out. Last update was apparently made January 27th of 2025. So this was back in Snapshot 23, but this is Snapshot 29 code. A level. It is indeed a level of all time. It is the Austere Avenue of all time. Now, I actually, yeah, actually, I played all these levels last night. But, Darth, I actually did play this one like a month or two back, but I actually never completed it. You even decided to do this? Skelly, listen, I'm not going to feel satisfied if 2 hours of my live stream that I put a lot of time and effort into just cuts off. I want people to see their works, even if it's just like 10 different levels. I just want to make sure that it all gets covered. I just want to be fair to everybody. That's why I'm doing this. I just wouldn't be satisfied if I didn't do anything about it, Skelly. That's why I'm doing something about it with this second live stream. I hope that makes sense. But mark my words, guys, I will not be doing another live stream for a little while. So after this is all you're getting. But yeah, I'll just repeat myself just to re-emphasize in case people are not aware. I'm not accepting any more requests this live stream. The live stream already ended, so the rule states that the requests go until the end of the live stream. The live stream already ended, so I have no reason to accept any more requests. We'll save them for the next live stream. This elevator here is broken. Find a way to fix it. Maybe I'll do one, actually. I will do one in August, probably, if I can fit the time. Assuming nothing happens. I'm not sure if I'll do early August or mid-August. It's likely going to be mid-August. And then I also could try and do more live streams with the summertime, but again, I don't want to push it. I'll just focus on getting uploads out and kind of just going that way. I might go back to doing 2 a day just to cover a lot of what's been requested, because there's a lot that I have not actually recorded as separate videos, and there's actually quite a bit that I do want to record. Like, I definitely want to get Meso's level. I'll definitely record Meso's level because I really enjoyed that one, and I think it'd be really well as its own recording. And then you had I had some of the Mario Builder ones that I played today, like Genzai's 7-Eleven level that I played. There was that one level that Link Alex Jazz made that had like the Zelda inspiration to it, which I really liked. And then I could also get to that one that Neon Mushroom did, the Michael W guy, the upside down Whomp's Fortress, which I thought was really good. And then KeroDew has a YFS level that I played yesterday. Also Darth Sonic, or Darth, this is a cutoff right here. Cutoff. Yeah, I haven't really covered KeroDew's levels. I have not done any of the other games lately. I've only been doing SMC, and I just want you guys to be aware of this. I'm just going to say this so that you guys are fully aware of what's going on in my mind. The reason why I've only been doing SMC lately, I know I only do SMC most of the times, but I want you guys to hear me out here. I'm not trying to make this sound like an excuse or anything, but I have a reason for doing this. The only reason I've been doing SMC lately and none of the other games for like the past month or so is because I really wanted to get 1K. So I hope you guys are aware of that. The reason why I stopped doing Mario Builder when it came out for 1.1, the reason why I stopped when I was doing a couple uploads for the day is because they weren't really raking in as many views as I was hoping. I mean, that's bound to happen. for this kind of channel. Stevo is the one that covers the Mario Boater levels. So again, I'm not too upset by it or whatever. At the end of the day, they're just numbers. I don't really care that much. But when I'm trying to grind for 1K, it kind of does get in the way, and the progress was kind of stagnant at the time. I was not really making a lot of progress, so for me, it was kind of just like, oh, you know, I really want to get this milestone. I want to achieve this milestone. So that's why I prioritized on SMC, and that's why I did a bunch of two upload per day ordeal. That's kind of why I did that. So that's if anybody does watch the channel, if you're curious about that. I know Demonics is going to question and be like, dude, you haven't done YFS in a month. You should do YFS. And Marky was even telling me, Pop, you haven't even done 127 levels. It's been like over a month since you last did one. So yeah, that's my reason if you guys are curious. But it also kind of depends on my time too and the workload I have, because recording levels takes a lot of time for me if I don't do SMC. Mario Builder ones in particular, and especially 127, they eat up quite a bit of my time just trying to record them fully. So YFS is kind of a mixed bag. It kind of just depends. SMC usually takes the quickest for me to record because I'm very well versed in it. Nobody else does 127 either, Demonics. You could also argue the same thing. And also, nobody's forcing me to do that. Nobody's forcing me to do SMC. I'm not obligated to do any of this. I just do it because no one else fulfills this role. And also, I know a lot of you guys like to see your levels get covered, so that's another reason why I like doing it. So, Third Sonic, so 3.5 out of 5 for your level. I'm not really a big fan of the reliance on Banjo-Tooie backtracking. I mean, there is some variation that you have, but it just creates a monotonous experience when you use the same enemy types and challenges over and over again. I think really the overall pacing of this level is what struggles, because you mostly rely on the backtracking. I'm personally not a fan of this one compared to some of your other older ones. Like you have the one sky level that has the Forever Sirens song. I think that one's a really good level because it at least mixes up the gameplay a bit. This one kind of just uses the same enemy types and kind of just uses the same cannons. And, you know, I was actually struggling a lot more on this yesterday when I played this. And when I first played this, I was struggling a lot. So, yeah. I don't know, Caveman, if you're filling in for Caveman and Jewel. I don't know, Caveman. It kind of just depends how I feel because a lot of these just take a lot of my time. Also, I know you guys have been responding on my profile. I will get to your guys' responses. I'll respond eventually, okay? So just keep that in mind. So we'll look right now. I'll happily show these comments. It's fine. So Jewel, I did feature your level, and then we'll work on getting you set up after we get all the timestamps and all that set up. So not Caveman. Demonics. Once you get the second timestamps, if you do, we'll talk about how we can compensate for you. So I'll probably give you the memory fiber theme since this is a special event. Do you and Caveman share an account on YouTube? Nope, we don't share an account. I don't personally know who Caveman is outside of Level Share Square. I just assume he's probably either a kid or teenager doing his own thing. He's probably in school. I kind of get that impression with him, especially because he exhibits a lot of the same behavioral patterns that I portrayed when I was younger. So I kind of infer off of that he's probably pretty young. Oh, and yeah. No, he's not the only one. I feel that for a lot of different people too. I have a feeling Jules pretty young too. But anyway, don't share your age, guys. I don't care how old you are, and I don't care if you're young. I'm not gonna judge you for how old you are, and I don't think people should do that. You know, I've been in your position before, so I know what it's like. So, also, it's been a fun time hanging out with you. Happy milestone. Hey, sounds good, Danny. Thanks for hanging in there, man. Hey, Black Sir. So I know you were here in the chat earlier. So, oh, Shoga, you too. I did not expect you to stream yet again to make up for the cutoff yesterday. Yeah. Okay, Shoga, I don't even need to explain it to you, man. Shoga, you pick up on things quickly, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was kind of mentioning the whole age ordeal. Shoga is somebody that strikes me as an adult. Just the way, just his vibe, just his energy. I get that impression from him. Always busy, always saying, "Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that." He doesn't actually say that, but let's just pretend he does. He generalizes. But yeah, sorry, Shogai. Sorry, I'm just kind of joking there. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. I know that feeling. I was talking about the last stream. It's almost uncanny seeing kids do things I did when I was younger. Also, the thing is too, Bub, like I was making levels when I was younger too, but I never did them in SMC. I was doing SMF levels. So Super Mario Flash was the games we used back then on Poo Games and Level Palace. So we didn't have all the things we have now. So the standards are a lot higher these days. So it's just impressive to see other people pick up so quickly, because for me, it took me years. I'm not even kidding when I say this. It took me years to get to where I am. It took me years to figure out how to actually make good levels. It wasn't something that took me, like, it did not take a snap. It took me a while. And I think that applies to everybody, too. You just came out of the womb. Am I allowed here? Well, yeah, dude. Yeah, Lord Bertilli, you are allowed here. Lord Bertilli, though, I will not be accepting any request you have if you have any in mind. So if you want to submit any for the next live stream, you are more than welcome to do that. Anyway, guys, Troll Mario Level 1. This is by JohnStillPlayz. So let's go ahead. We're going to cover this one. This is supposed to be at Troll level. Now, remember, guys, I did play this yesterday, so yeah. I mean, Show Guy's message probably makes it obvious. Oh, yeah, your stream cut off. I don't know why YouTube does that. Like, why? Like, you can upload over 12-hour videos normally on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't do anything about that. But then if you do a live stream, it cuts off like that. Why? I don't get that. Genuinely, I don't understand that. Anyway, Troll level inspired by Cat Mario. Enjoy. You saw your old Mario levels, I think. You saw mine, dude. Ugh, dude. There's actually one I made in SMF that I made it 3 years ago, or 13 years ago, dude. 3 years ago. That's crazy. You've already been on the site for a year and already at rank 73. Nice. When the XP system was introduced last year, I was actually automatically given rank 25. You should avoid text blocks. Hey, you might need this. You think some of your old Mario is still uploaded? Yeah, so the thing about me in particular is a lot of my old levels are from Poo Games. So back then I only used Super Mario Flash and Super Mario Flash 2. And this was before Chiro and Hero came along. These were two Japanese level creators slash SMF modders, if you will, or hackers, if you want to call them that. And they heavily modified the game to add a bunch of stuff. This is like 2015, 2016. This is like the golden age for SMF. Back then, I was only stick to the limitations. Like, back then in SMF 1, you couldn't even use ceiling tiles for a lot of different things, let alone have semi-solids and all this other crazy gadget, all these other crazy gadgets that we don't even have now. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, the first level I made, unfortunately I don't have it, it's lost to time. But I do have my second level saved, and it's not good. It really isn't that good. It's pretty bad for its time. But hey, I was you know, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy because on Poo Games, back then Kappa didn't really get, no one really followed Kappa, or Poo didn't follow Kappa that well. So back then, how it worked was okay, so sorry, I was trying to focus. So I was 11 when I joined Poo Games, but I was lurking on the site for at least 2 different years, right? Oh. Maybe I could, Laura Truly. It's called Don't Fall Down or Else. Yo, MB's in the chat. Let's go, dude. Yeah, the limitations were crazy. Yo, see, MB could tell you guys about SMF. By the way, MB's Vexavias, if you guys aren't aware. Yeah, it's good to see you, dude. I hope everything's alright with you. I know you're probably pretty busy. Dude, this is rare. I never see MB around these days. I only see him in the like LSS development channel and the LSS Discord when we're talking about developing the site or whatever. I only see him there. Oh yeah, guys, so let me just recap on what was said yesterday. So this part in particular is big reason why I gave this level a 1 out of 5, because there's just hidden blocks that you don't even know are here. So you don't even know that you specifically have to go on this side to get the checkpoint. So there's, if you jump here, you die. So not really the greatest indication. Also, Cheetahman 3 music absolutely slaps here. So you're live again? Yeah. So our live stream cut off by 2 hours, so we're just making up the time. I wouldn't feel satisfied if I didn't do anything. Another thing I have too with this level is that it's not clear that these coins kill you. So if you touch that, then you know platform falls down. So this isn't clear. So this definitely needs to be worked on. And then you also have this section. I'm not sure what the point of this section is, besides being just a troll that wastes your time. Which, hey man, isn't that what all troll levels do? No, I call them MB demonics, not my bad. It stands for Mario Blight. So, MB and I met on a Zat chat back in 2012. It was when I first joined Putapoo Games as Hot Pocket Yum. I actually don't remember my Zat name at the time. I could have been Pop That Corn after I made the new account. So, I met him on a Zat chat. I think it was on his profile, and he was the only one in the chat. And he was called Ethan at the time. That was his name. Ethan Blight. Sorry if I'm doxing you there, MB. I know you don't really care. You cannot win. Okay, Thalamus. So, that's how I met him, and we were just kind of talking at the time. We were just like, you know, hey, what's up? What's up? It's nice to meet you and all that. And so, he said that at the time he was looking for a different name. This was back in like 2012, 2013, he was looking for a different name. I was like, okay, so you're a big fan of Mario. Why not just call yourself Mario Blight? Not even kidding. This is something 11-year-old me came up with. And so he's kept the name over the years, but he did change it to Vexavios. I will admit, Vexavios is a better name. I'm still going to call him MB because that's the name I've known him for years. And I know he doesn't care. But yeah, MB used to be one of our moderators for Putapoo Games, and he used to actually upload a lot of different levels back in SMF. He was very prominent with that back in the day. Him and Luigi Bonus, especially. And then when we were on Level Palace, we did that for a short while. And then I think Laser Cosmic took over for a short while. So, funny story, you actually mentioned that. When the level... Actually, I was the one who created the Level Palace YouTube channel. And I did that because I wanted to record levels. I'm not even kidding when I say this, guys, but LSS Levels, the whole idea and principle behind it, it's not my first time. It is not my first rodeo. That's a funny troll right there, actually. It's kind of cheap, but yeah. Okay, these have hidden blocks, which don't really provide the clearest of indication. Oh yeah, this section. I'm not a fan of that section either, John, because you're expecting way too much from the player. You're expecting them to just rush through that. Like, you're not going to be able to figure that out the first time you play that. Again, I know it's a troll level, but it's not well established. You know what I'm saying? It's not exactly clear. So, again, what I was critiquing on this level for yesterday was the first half has its set of ideas, which actually work pretty well, but not the Spanish Inquisition, L. Definitely not that. So, hey, Beehive. So, let me just explain something. I'll go in the editor because I feel like going in the editor will explain things a little better. So, your first half, John, is not bad. It has a few ideas, but then the second half just becomes really sloppy. It's not only sloppy, but the pacing and just the way you design things, it becomes lazy. So, this section right here is the big reason, like I said, why I'm giving it a 1. Because I don't like the idea of designing with hidden barrier blocks. It's not really good level design. And I just don't think this is clear. Again, I know these are supposed to be trolls, but these are just annoying trolls. If you want to do trolls, make them clever. Make them funny. Don't make them unfair like this. Like, okay, trolls are not meant to be fair, right? So, you know, there's the argument there, which I get. right? So try to take a look at Flank's troll levels, for instance. Troll levels are supposed to not be too unforgiving. They're not supposed to be at the point where it makes it unplayable, but to the point where you can just easily recognize something small as you go along. I think those are the best trolls, but yeah, this is kind of a lazy way to end the levels, so I will have to give this a 1. I know that might sound a bit harsh, but I just don't really like the way this level plays and the way it's structured. It really hinders at the overall playability, and that's the big reason why I'm having to give it 1 out of 5. But yeah, Blackster, I mentioned this last live stream. It might have cut off during the 2 hours I said it, but MB and a lot of people I know in this community that are staff or have been around a while, I've known them for over half my life. I met MB in 2012, so I've known him for 13 years. I met TFT and LB also in 2012. A lot of us were back on Zat. We're using Marky's chat, and a lot of us, we used to talk on there. This was before Discord. We used Zat for a couple years before we actually joined Discord. So I met Seven in 2012. I met Persum. Now, I say met because that's when I registered, but back then, I actually did have an account that... I mean, I didn't have an account. That's what I meant to say. I did not have an account at the time. I made SMF1 levels for fun when I'd get home from school, but I never saved them. Actually, there was like 1 or 2 that I saved, but not many of them actually got saved at the time. So I basically just made them for fun, and then sometimes I would just upload the levels. Like the Mushroom Race levels I did, those were in SMF1. Now, a lot of these levels are not good for today's standards, but I still try to archive them the best I can. You feel like a baby? Yo, we got level I'm really looking forward to. Lotus Lake by Meso. Yeah, the good old days. Honestly, Envy, I think looking back at it now, I think we should... Like, okay, so... How do I word this, dude? Like, so... The old days, don't get me wrong, they were pretty good. You know, I know, like, it'd be nice to revisit them, but I don't know if I'd actually want to stay in those times. You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine if I could go back in time and go back to that time period. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't think I'd want to do that. If it means being the same age that I am now, I absolutely don't think I'd want to do that. Unless it means ascertain all the wisdom and knowledge I have, then maybe. But the way my body is now, I wouldn't want this body back then. Because... I definitely suffer a lot more these days, but I feel like that's to be expected when you're an adult. Not everything's in red, orange, like all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Hate being a new user? Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, Demonic. It's not like we're going to judge you for it. So no description set for this one. Yo, Meso, you excited for the level contest, which you're not going to be able to participate because you'll be busy with work? Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Anyway. But yeah, I played this yesterday. I'm just genuinely a real big fan of this one. You guys will see what I mean. I definitely think I'll record this, by the way, Meso. I actually really am a big fan of this level. I don't know if you heard my... you either did, you're busy, like kind of heard it on the side, or you just kind of hopped off. I highly doubt you did not catch this. I bet you did watch this. That's true. Plus, the community is so much bigger now, and the games are far better. That is true, also. I think part of it, too, MB, is that because we're so caught up in the work we do, we tend to forget stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying, you know what I'm saying. Oh, man. I have, like, these same lines that I just keep saying over and over again. It's funny. But I guess that could apply in my case, since I know you develop LSS. It's just, sometimes when you're just so caught up in the work, you tend to forget about everything else. And another thing, too, is that back then, we didn't really do as much back then. We didn't really work on much, because we weren't these community managers. We were just members, especially on Potapu Games. We were just members that were just trying to have fun with making levels and just sharing them. Dialogue tree? Yeah. There's there's, you know what I'm saying? There's what? What's also another one? great level in this song. Glad you like it. If my voice is not as loud in comparison, do let me know, because I'm not actually sure. Shell Guy, I'm glad you get it though, man. But I just want to say something. So back then, when we were all teenagers on Zat chats and Discord, younger me used to be a lot more power hungry and was wanting to fulfill the image as more as I wanted back then. And I was just like, oh, I want to be mod in Marky's Zat chat, or oh, I want to be admin in this forum we had. We actually did use forums back then, by the way. We had SMF2F and then SMFE. Those were the good days. I honestly wish SMFE was still around, because they had a lot of interest in forums that I never really read up on too much at the time, because I was just young. Like, they had a section for philosophical discussions. They even had a section for level clans. I remember 8Power8 and I had a level clan as the boss fight clan. I can't remember if MB was part of that or not. I don't think he was. There was also this guy called Ben SM, something like that. He was also a regular SMF2F member. I actually remember him pretty well. I think he was part of the boss fight clan we did. And it was basically these boss fight, like, it was basically levels that had boss fights, like special boss fights to them. That's why we called ourselves the boss fight clan. And we had there was also a bunch of other level clans that people had at the time. I don't know if Brendan ever officially did anything for level clans on LP, but I know on Potapu Games some of us actually did try it, even on Level Palace too. Orange Shack had his own level clan that I was actually a part of, and it was funny because after the years I was inactive, I was taking a break, I was still somehow a moderator for his level clan, which I thought was really funny. It's like, damn, Orange Shack still has me as moderator, even though we're not really active anymore. Orange Shack isn't really active these days. When I saw when he was posting, he was talking about traveling and doing all these other stuff, like going to different countries and all that. I'm not sure if he's still doing that. Yeah, it is a throwback. I was actually an admin for SMF2F at the time because I was constantly begging for staff permissions and all that. But now that I'm actually staff on LSS, I don't really care for it that much. Like, it's not gonna change me. It's not gonna change me if I'm not an admin or a moderator on LSS. I just do what I do because I just want you guys to have all this, you know what I'm saying? Be able to have these recordings you can look at, and also to be able to have somebody that can do the work, because not many people are able to fulfill the work, and especially because a lot of people are young too, and power could easily get to their head like it did for me once. So I know what the experience is like. Then you get admin and put it at one point and mess up the website. So funny story about that, Skelly. Potapu made a role for 090 Howl, global moderator role, which allowed him to promote mods, but because he was using a lot of static at the time, just HTML, CSS, and I guess a bit of JavaScript, I actually don't know what it fully entailed. I think it was PHP he used, now that I think about it. So here's how it works. So 09 had to fill out, it was like this little box that could change the number. Unfortunately, we don't have an image of it anymore, but I do vaguely remember what it looked like. So you could change the number. So here's how it worked. 1 was for members, and then 2 was for moderators, and then 10 was for global moderators. So I found out, I had 09 try this out. I was like, dude, try this out. Put inspect element, and then you can make every moderator a global moderator, and then we can all be equal. So I had him inspect element to change the number to like 11 or something like that, 11 or 12, and it actually worked. You could inspect element with a lot of stuff with inspect element. So you could also do that with rates too, and you could give, instead of just 10 out of 10s, you could give like 0 out of 10s or 127 out of 10. Not even kidding. You could do like 69 out of 10 even if you wanted. But yeah, so Potapu's permission level was at 11. So we call these permission levels because that's what Potapu's was at. So Potapu was at 11, 090 Howl was at 10. When I was mod at the time, I was at 2, but then we kind of raised it up to, I believe, either 11. I think it was either 10 or 11. I actually don't remember. So because of this, we were actually able to edit profiles. We were actually able to edit the passwords, and I think another thing too that Potapu Games had that we don't have on Level Share Square now, especially not on Level Palace, it wasn't on Level Palace, is that the vote logs would actually display the IP if you were a moderator. So any of the moderators could actually take a look at the IP addresses of people that voted with a level, which is kind of insane when you think about it. And back then, I actually logged on as Poodapoo, and I basically edited his profile because a lot of us at the time, we were young, we didn't know how busy Poodapoo was, we didn't know what his life fully entailed, but he didn't really update his site. It was kind of like a graveyard at the time, because at the time, back in 2016, late 2015 especially, we moved from Poodapoo Games to Level Palace, so we were like on that transition because Poodapoo didn't really update his site much, and we were kind of just fed up with it. We were like, come on, man, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, we're just all fed up. So there was a moderator note that we all left on his profile. It was me, Mario Blight, which is Vexavia's, Marky was a mod too, there was Brendan was also a moderator too, and then also 09D How, but Brendan and 09D How aren't really around anymore. I think that was the only one I missed. But yeah, Meso, I just want to say, really solid level, by the way. I really like the design of this all around. I just like the overall flow with the different challenges. The volcano lotuses, the way you mix them up, they're really good here. I just like the variation this has. This level keeps you constantly engaged, and, you know, for being an older level, I'd say the theme for this holds up really well. So, really big fan of this, by the way. So, definitely a 5 for me, and I'm definitely a favorite for me, and I'll get this recorded at some point, for sure. I'm not lying when I say that, by the way. I actually am going to get this one recorded. When's Finland? I have no idea, Joel. Levels take a long time for me to actually get done because I'm so busy with a lot of stuff, and because I'm an admin of LSS, there's a lot of responsibilities on my plate that I must adhere to, if that makes sense. You bet he's Poodapoo's split in that house. Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, Hidden Valley version 1.3. This is by Ed64. So let's go ahead. We're gonna check this one out again. But yeah, guys. Yeah, MB, we've talked about this several times. I can't remember if you've been in the discussion or not, but I think we wanted to do like a history of Poodapoo games video at some point, but that's gonna take a long video to make because there's just so much to talk about. There's so much lore. Because not everybody knows the lore that we went through. And, you know, even for me, because I was inactive for a couple years, so I didn't really get to see the ending of PG that much. But I know it was like the Electrico was making levels and reviewing and rating a bunch of levels, even everybody left. He wasn't the only one. There's a few others too. And then there's like Seven, Orange Tack, and Teje, or however you say his name, TG. I used to call him TG. I think it's like Teje or something like that. He made a lot of good levels at the time too. I remember hold levels were also a big thing that we did back then. Can't even remember all of it. Same, dude, same. So, Hidden Valley by Ed64. So, the story goes like this. This was a beautiful valley separated from the outside world where the toads lived peacefully. And then the Bowser troops came, and then the valley is now overgrown with Goombas and Piranha plants. Can Mario save the valley and its stars, return it to its peaceful state? He must explore both high and low. And then that's the star list. This is his first Mario Builder 64 level, by the way, guys. So, it's intended to be a nice standard beginner level, so don't expect anything too challenging. Always appreciate the feedback, so please tell me what you think. Have fun. Oh, I dropped my controller. I don't know, there's just a lot on my plate with... Again, I do this because I just like to help with the community, and... Here's kind of the thing that I operate with. I'm not sure if anybody else feels this way that's a staff for LSS, or that has been a staff. I don't want to be staff if I'm not contributing. If I'm not contributing, then it doesn't interest me. Like, I hope you guys understand the reason why I'm staff is because TFD asked me if I wanted to be it. And, you know, oh, wait, no, we don't need to do that anymore. Like, I'm only doing this just to help. If I wasn't helping, then I wouldn't be interested, if that makes sense. But younger me would think differently. Younger me would be like, oh, yeah, give me that. It was like grabbing candy from a candy jar. You know, you wanted all the candy in the jar. But nowadays, I don't even touch the candy jar. I just look at it, I just blankly stare at it, because I just know if I touch that, it's gonna curse me. Anyway. It's Hidden Valley. Oh, I guess we did this one before, okay. Hello there. It just sucks too, man, because I'm older now, and I can't get away with eating a lot of stuff that I once did. Like, I used to eat a lot of ramen noodles. I can't even touch that anymore without feeling like SH for the rest of the day. It sucks, man. I wish I could eat that again. It tastes so good. And also candy. I can't eat a lot of candy either, because it just, my body can't handle it. I hate growing up, man. I wish I was young again. I mean, I'm still pretty young, but, you know, I'm not like a child anymore. I'm a young adult. It just sucks, man. What? And it also makes me think, it's like, maybe I just took things too for granted. He would feel like sugar, honey, iced tea. I don't even drink tea, but tea's actually pretty good. I genuinely think I would prefer tea over coffee, I'll be honest. Because I actually did have tea when I was sick a month ago. Or, no, it was 2 months ago. When I got back from my Dominican Republic vacation, I was sick for the whole week I got back. And it was, I'll be honest, I was not really a fan of the Dominican. Like, past, like, the first couple days. I was getting so sick of it that I wanted to go home. Because all we did every day is we'd go to the pool, we'd eat at the buffet to start our morning, and then we would go to the pool and then just swim for, like, half the day that we were out. And then we would get together for dinner, and then that'd be it. And those days were pretty long. I was bored a lot of it, like, for a lot of it. Just 10 stars, that's right. Remove every lowercase letter in the previous message. Booger, honey, C-E? Oh, no, you said to remove it. Oh, you want me to spell that out? S-H-I... Shiza! How about we go with that? We'll go with the JoJo reference. We'll go with the part 2 JoJo reference where, who is it, Joseph? He's like, Caesar! Anybody remember that? That's watched JoJo? Man, I still gotta watch Stone Ocean, man. I've read the manga, but I haven't actually seen the anime. I'm missing out, man. Thing is, for me, I kind of want to get back into JoJo and start from the beginning again. That's why I haven't gotten to Stone Ocean yet. Yeah. MB, I feel like you've seen JoJo. Actually, MB, since you're here, there's some animes I've been watching lately. I don't know if you've seen any of them. I did miss the joke. So, MB, I've watched Vinland Saga. Dude, MB, you gotta watch Vinland Saga, by the way, if you haven't. Highly recommend that one. That one actually made me cry at the end. Vinland Saga is so good, dude. I really enjoyed that one. Hey, cute kitty, welcome. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm like 13 episodes into the first season. It's okay. It's kind of on the same par as I feel like Chainsaw Man, so I'm not too crazy about it. TFD and I have been watching the Fate series. We watched Fate Zero and we watched all 3 routes of the Fate Stay Night. MB, you should watch Unlimited Blade Works. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I think you'll really like it. And also, I think you'll really like Fate Zero if you ever plan on watching that. You need to watch that one? Yeah. You've seen parts 1. So here's how it works for me. I've actually seen parts 1 through 5. I saw part 5 when it was airing in 2019, but I actually have not watched part 6. I've read the mangas for parts 6 through 8. So I've read Stone Ocean, I've read Steel Ball Run, and I've read Jojolion. I've read all of them, but I've not seen Stone Ocean. I've been meaning to, though. Let's see, what else have I been watching lately? There was... you started watching a Fate time and you dropped it, you forgot why. Oh yeah, dude, there's... Hey Marshall, hope you're hanging in there, welcome back. So, dude, it's funny. I was watching this romance comedy called Kaguya-sama, Love is War, and I saw one episode of that the other day, and I thought it was pretty bad. I'm not sure if anybody's seen it, or if, you know, they like it. If they do, great for them. I think Seven said he's seen it, but I didn't like it. It was pretty bad, in my opinion. TFT and I have been spamming the soundboard called Energy. Wait, my stream deck's not enabled. Maybe if I remember to play it later, I'll do it. Yeah, we've been spamming the soundboard, and I joined a Discord call just to spam that sound while I was watching it. It was pretty funny. Let's see. We watched Attack on Titan last year. I definitely saw that one. Obviously, Re:Zero. We've also been watching this anime that's been airing currently called Hero X, to be Hero X. The first arc's pretty good, but I don't know. It's kind of been falling off lately, so we haven't really been too crazy on watching it. Oh man, I'm taking a lot of damage. There we go, there we go. Give me my coins. Nice. Let's see, what else have I watched lately? Because usually, I'll either, like, voice chat with LS or 7 and we'll watch an anime together. They did Golden Boy, I remember, like, a month or two ago. I think it was, like, a month ago. I thought that one was actually pretty good, but, pretty questionable at times. Oh. Alright, let's see if Koopa the Quick actually does his thing. Because when I was playing this yesterday, Koopa the Quick didn't even show up here. He just vanished. Yeah, we saw Re:Zero Season 3 when it aired, not TFT, MB. TFT and I both watched it together. Hey, Ed, this one doesn't work. I just want you to be aware of that. This doesn't work. I can't get the star for this. I do use them sometimes, Demonics. It's just that a lot of times when like, I hope you realize, a lot of times I voice chat, it's only with TFT. We typically DM in private a lot of times because we typically don't have the energy to voice chat elsewhere. We do it sometimes, though. I'm not even kidding when I say that. I really should join them more, but oftentimes it's just when I join, I would feel obligated to stay around longer. Like, let's take this situation here, right? So, if I see you and Nedrac on a voice chat and I don't, like, I just want to stop and say hi, I feel like if I join, I'm going to be there longer than I want to be. So, that's why oftentimes I don't join those kind of calls, because I'm just afraid of the timing, you know what I'm saying? And it's also, if I'm busy or something like that, I just don't want it to eat up too much of my time. Although, it kind of depends. If I'm not doing anything, then of course I'll do it, but, you know, a lot of times I just don't feel like it. And it's not that I have anything against you or Nedrac or anybody else, it's kind of just a personal thing. There's just a lot on my plate that I have, but a lot of times I don't do much because my brain gets fried when I'm not working or whatever, or if I just can't think of what I want to do, so I deal with that sometimes. I'm trying to think, TFT, or not TFT. I keep calling you TFD. I gotta see what I've been watching lately. I just want to check this real quickly. Oh yeah, we watched the Monogatari series with Kraken a few months ago. So yeah, this is my anime list. I actually do keep this updated pretty frequently. So yeah, Fate series, there's Vinland Saga. Yeah, you guys get to see my anime list while we're streaming. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, I'm actually in the middle of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll add some episodes of that because I actually kind of forgot to do that. So, what was the one I watched recently? I thought there was another one I watched recently. Oh yeah, I saw Konosuba. I didn't really care for that one that much. It's yeah, a Solo Leveling. Yeah, Solo Leveling. That one was okay. It has really good animation, but that's all it really has going for it, I feel like. I guess that's it. Okay, I thought I watched more. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been too crazy of Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope it gets better. The Level Palace anime. You love Solo Leveling, MV? Nice. TFT and I thought it was pretty mid. we didn't really like how they sidelined that one girl. Her name's Johi, I think. And then we don't like the. You know, it's funny, dude. Wait, MB, do you know the spoilers for like past season 2? Do you know what might happen? There's something that we spoiled ourselves with because Seven actually read the solo leveling manga, and we were just like, oh, well, what happens to this? Like, what happens to this character? You need the Vanish Cap to get through here. So, dude, I want to tell you the joke. You probably have seen it. You probably have seen us joke about it. MB, do you want to be spoiled by it? It's just one little thing. It's just one little thing. If you know about it, it's not like that big of a deal. It's just funny. It's funny. Wish there was a level palace diss track. It goes so hard. Didn't Laser do that? Oh yeah, that's how you get that one. We have to go back down here. Okay, so Envy, I want you to hear this, man. So, actually, how about I ask you a question first? So, now normally a lot of people, including myself, would think, oh, so is Jinwoo gonna settle with Johi, like, at the start when they were helping each other out, like Johi was, and then when Jinwoo saved her? So, no, that's not the case, but Jinwoo actually does date somebody. And then Tifa even making a joke about this one specific character that he settles with. And I'll give you a hint, it's not Johi. Who do you think it is? And I'll give you a hint, it's somebody that he saved, Jinwoo. If you want an even bigger hint, he saved him at the end of Season 2. So I think you probably know who I'm referring to at this point now. But, yeah. So yeah, if you haven't been able to guess it, it's the blonde character. I actually don't remember her name. But it's funny, dude, because we don't... Tiffany and I don't even remember her name. We call her Trophy Wife. So we joke about her being, oh, Trophy Wife. Like, oh, she's literally just a trophy wife. You know? That's kind of the joke that involved behind that. I don't even remember her name, I'll be honest. I just know she's S rank or whatever. Okay, by the way, Ed, I don't actually know how you get this one here. Cha Hae-in? I totally would have remembered that. Interesting. Yeah, so apparently they settle down. Yeah, we call her Trophy Wife. Because she's, like, okay, that's the thing I just don't like about solo leveling, for those who've seen it. They hardly develop the characters. It's all just about Jinwoo. It's all just about him and leveling up. They hardly develop on the characters. I'm not a big fan of that. I gave solo leveling a 6 out of 10. It's kind of mid in my opinion. The only real thing I like about it is the animation. Oh yeah, the island arc. I'll be honest, the island arc kind of felt a little quick with the way it was paced and introduced that, what was that guy, like a beetle or whatever? Some sort of king or whatever. I forget exactly what it was. I mean, the animation was actually the best in that arc, I'll be honest. But, yeah. That's just kind of the thing I wish solo leveling did a bit better, is develop on its characters. We didn't get that one, so... By the way, Ed, I'm not sure what the design choice is for here, because I don't know how to get that 1 star. Like, do I do anything here? Why is there a switch down there? That's really weird. Stereotypes of LSS? Well, there is one that we commonly joke about, Demonics. Oh, you should add the Koopalings. That's one. I did go over here, right? Did I get on top of the house? Oh, right! There's that section. Okay, I remember now. Does it add new enemies that weren't originally in Mario Builder? With the Cursed Mirror mod, it does, yeah. There's this boss called the... What's it called again? The Show Teller or something like that? The Something Teller? I forget the exact name of it. Showman or something like that. For Mario Builder players, they probably know. But it's a lot harder than your typical Mario Builder boss, or Mario 64 boss. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter? No, I've actually been meaning to see that. Would you say that Hunter x Hunter is better than Solo Leveling if we're not talking about the animation? Because isn't Solo Leveling designed by A1 Pictures? That I think A1 Pictures is the one that did Solo Leveling and Sword Art Online. Oh, that's the one I watched recently, MB. It was Sword Art Online. I saw that because A1 Pictures. Also, they use a lot of flashbacks in Solo Leveling. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. The amount of flashbacks that were had. Wow, I still do it, Demonics. That's crazy. But if you say like, the video ends. Probably better. Nice, nice. Maybe I'll get TFD to watch that with me. I think there was one he said he wanted to watch together with me. It was I think it was Full Metal Alchemist. I think that's the one he said he wanted to check out with me. It was either that one or one of the other ones. I forget exactly which one he said. There's also Demon Slayer. I gotta watch that at some point. I'm not sure. Although, currently, I will just finish Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll finish both seasons of that, most likely, before I get into anything else. Full Metal Alchemist? Yo, you like that? Nice, nice. I don't know how to get this, by the way, Ed. The Brotherhood remake? Gotcha. Hey, there's one over there. Oh yeah, Crackhead was telling me about a Spice Wolf anime, or like Spice Girl anime or whatever. That there's a remake of, apparently. Which, I gotta check that out. We'll probably watch it together when he's available. He said he's busy with, because he teaches for a college. So he said he'd be more available in September. So we were probably gonna watch that together. Sister's literally watching that right now. Demonic Slayer? Nice, nice. Wait. Wait, can you go over there? Why are there coins over there? Why can't... What? Why is there just a hidden section back there? Can I even go there? I mean, the way he set that up, I would imagine you go back up here. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna go back up there. Again, Ed, I don't know how to get that 1 star. I can't get the Koopa the Quick one. So... Dude, don't say that, Demonics! No one's my pet besides the kitties I have. Also, it just sounds wrong when you say it like that. Like, I already have 4 cats, man. 4's enough for me to handle. One thing I wish you could do with the Star Raider in Mario Builder is that I wish you could change it, so that way it doesn't fixate on that specific one. Oh, what? This is just for coins? Man, I thought there'd be more here. I guess not. Was that really all there is? I thought there was more. There's nothing here either. I actually don't even know. See, this is why I wish you could track this stuff. It's annoying. I don't want to have to keep going to that star. I want to be able to choose. You don't hack? What is that? I mean, I technically don't hack either. So, this is what it is. Alright, dude. How do I even get in there? Ed, I don't know how to do this. I might not even finish this, I'll be honest. Is there like a way to go down there or something? Yo, if you like Demonic so much, why don't you just marry him? Or no, if you like Demonic so much, why don't you have Demonics 2 or something? This live chat's awesome. Hey man, just think, if the live stream didn't cut off, this live stream wouldn't even be happening right now. Just saying. Alright dude, seriously, how do I get this 1 star? And where's the other red coin that I'm missing? I don't even know where it's at. I know there's one here, but I just don't know how to get to it. And there's the chance that the red coin's in there. You probably don't even go there. Actually, can I just... wait. Even out levels pop can't escape cutoffs. Yo, hello, negative 26 lives. I'm sure you already know, I'll just say it anyway, just because I love you. We are covering up what got cut off on the last live stream. I know you know that. I still want to say it. Good to see you though, dude. I love all you guys. Bye once again, cute kitty. Bro, how do I get to this 1 star? Seriously, how? I don't know how. It's just not clear. What do I do? I can't see down there, so I don't even know. Is there something hidden that I'm just not seeing? And if there's something specific to get to it, I'm not going to be able to figure this out, man. Okay, I'm not too familiar with the Mario Builder editor, so don't judge me for this, please. I just want to see what's inside this. How do I get here? Wait, there's this whole section? Huh? Wait, what? No, take me back to the other side. How do I go up again? Oh, that's how. Wait, are you serious? Wait, are you actually serious? Wait a second, hold on. Oh, right. Forgot about that. What? I didn't know you could go back here like this. Okay. Ed, I feel like you should probably indicate this in some capacity, man. I didn't even know you could do this. Okay, this was actually not shown off yesterday, guys. Fun fact. Dude, this is crazy. I didn't even know you could do this. Okay. Why can't you, like, the way that star's oriented like that, it's just not clear you have to go over here. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we came from, isn't it? Yeah, so we should be going this way then. Yo, we got it, guys. That's where the other red coin was. Alright, so then I guess we go... Is this a dead end? Dude, this is like a maze. This is crazy. Also, why can't you just go back? I don't understand that. Why do I have to go all the way back just to get out of here? I'm not a fan of that. See, like, I can't even get out. Oh, wait. Wait. You can get out. Okay. I lied. That's why that's there. Okay, that actually explains a lot. I actually understand how this all works now. So we can't get that one over there because that's Koopa the Quick, and yeah, it's just not possible for us to skip. So, and I think really the big takeaway here is you definitely got to work on that Koopa the Quick start because I'm unable to get it in its current state. So guys, that is all the Mario Builder we've covered for this live stream. We still have some YFS to get to. There's actually 2 YFS. So guys, real quick before I do that, let me give my thoughts about this level real quickly. So, Ed, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Design is okay, I think. I mean, it's not really clear that you had to go that one section. I struggled quite a bit to figure that out. I just feel like the design choices you have, they don't really complement the given landscape you've given here. Did I say given twice, by the way? I actually don't know. So, I think if you want the design to transition to each other pretty well, I think you should really work on the design and just, you know, make it look pretty good, because it looks pretty flat all around. I mean, it does have its fair share of ideas and all of that. I think you probably already know what you know how to do to make your levels better, so a lot of this is probably evident to you, but, you know, just being able to see my first-hand experience, hopefully that helps you out, right? So, in my current state, I'll give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's still actually pretty good level, even though there's a lot of setbacks that can be had with this level, and even then, I still think the amount of engagement there is with the stars, I like that. It's good. So, I think that's the strongest thing that this has going for it, and yeah, man, I'm honestly, you make some pretty good levels, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more of your levels in the future. I definitely gotta check more of them out. Alright, guys, what's the chance we get the SMC level? We don't get the SMC level. Alright, guys, Ice Temple. This is by Nedrac. Let's go ahead and check this one out, shall we? Also, we're taking longer than yesterday because we're taking our sweet time. Yesterday, we kind of rushed towards the end because I was just really wanting to get done. But now that I don't really have to worry about that too much, I can just kind of ease it out a bit, you know? So Ice Temple by Nedrac. This is one I actually did record when it first came out. So I'm probably not going to cover this fully if I don't. But I'll still try and get what I can. So welcome to the Ice Temple here. We will help you learn and master ice powers. But just to be sure you learn correctly, eggs are forbidden here. So will you be able to manage to do it and become a true ice master? Yeah, you guys can see I already rated it. Gave it a 5 and favored it. I still think it's a pretty good level. You're working on a level, but it isn't a level? I'm doing that too, Demonics. But it probably won't be out for a couple years because I'm so slow with making levels. We become a true ice master. Let's check this out. That's still pretty loud. Let's do 4 volume. Let's try that. Welcome. In this place, eggs are none. Also, we hit the 2-hour mark, by the way, guys. Instead, victory is rewarded to warriors mastering the art of the ice attack. Eat this frozen watermelon, it will grant you ice power. This is where your ice training will begin. Yo, Demonics, look at this, dude. We got some YFS representation. You love to see it, dude. You can jump off of frozen enemies. It'll give you a boost jump. It even works on spiky ones. Now, why that's the case, I am not sure. Seems like this entrance is blocked. You gotta find a way around. Dude, I'm actually wondering when YFS finally gets updated, I wonder how that's gonna break these levels. Like, think about it. SMC's constantly breaking levels. How do you think that's gonna play into effect with YFS when that happens? I love ISS. I want Demonics, Anton Blast, Sky Castle, YFS Zone Act 3. Demonics, I think, if I feel like it, maybe I'll get some YFS out on the weekend. I'll probably only do one, though, most likely, but we'll see. Kinda just depends how I feel, really. Yeah, I will try. I think probably this week I'll probably get to the other games. Tomorrow will probably just be an SMC day, most likely. And then maybe later this week I'll do the other games. But we'll see. I used to... It's crazy because on Thursdays I used to always do 127, but I stopped doing that. Just because I heavily wanted to prioritize SMC. You should cover every one of my levels for a stream reel. If you win a contest or event or something like that, I'll consider it, but I don't know. Oh, by the way, Meme, hello, good to see you. By the way, we're just covering what we did yesterday that got cut off, so we're gonna finish this up real quickly and then we'll end. So we're not gonna go too long on this stream. Can't to see what what comes out in Snapshot 31? Yeah. Definitely. Actually, you've already seen all of it, Jewel. You've already seen everything that comes out in Snapshot 31. There's no more new content. LB's just doing bug fixes at this point. There's nothing new that's going to be introduced for a little bit, so... Hey, here's a tip to make your life easy. Even if you have no eggs, you can use and throw those little penguins in your enemy's face. Oh, I missed that, dude. I missed the coin. Oh, that sucks. Wait, what? I dodged that? Okay. That's funny. That's funny. Dude, imagine making YFS Kaizo where you're just doing that. That's funny. We're just gonna proceed normally. If I miss one, it's not really the end of the world. It's coming out Tuesday. Wait, did LB say it was coming out Tuesday, or are you just making that up, Jewel? Did LB say it was coming out Tuesday? Because I didn't see if he said anything. Can somebody confirm if... Oh, dude. No, my penguin, dude! Oh, he made an announcement. Okay. I haven't checked it out yet, so... I guess that makes sense. Barely have your eyes open, or are you tired like I was last night? Oh, hey, guys, look! There's the red coin we missed. Sounds good, Black Sarah. Hope you get some rest, man. I know I needed it. I got like 2.5 hours of sleep coming home from work, and I feel a lot better than I did before that. My chest was sore all day. It used to not be like that when I was younger, but since I'm older, it kind of affects me more, so... It's coming out Tuesday, okay. Yeah, you guys have, if you guys played the QA build or whatever, you've already seen everything that's going to be in SMC, and also you've seen what I've been recording on LSS levels lately with Snapshot 31. Please do not make a video about Snapshot 31 on my level making days. Oh, he said a level, not video. I hope he does, dude, because then that gives me a Friday upload to have a commentary video over. So, I hope he does. Because if you guys don't upload, then I don't have uploads. It basically works like that. And also, I like his levels. And not just his levels, but all of your guys' levels. Oh well, that's a lot of spikes, but don't worry, I know how to go through you through this. Remember to speak of the legendary Ice Melon that grants you Ice Power 9 times. Yo, negative 26, are you gonna use any of the Snapshot 31 features for... Oh yeah, he is. That's nice, that's nice. Here it is. You can eat it 3 times and then there will be no melon anymore, so don't waste it. You hate negative 26 levels because they're better than mine? Wow. By the way, negative 26, I got a question for you, man. We're going to be hosting the first official level contest, TFD and I. Were you interested in participating in that? I'm actually curious. I know you were not going to want to judge, but I wasn't sure if you were going to enter in that or not. I was just kind of curious. Wait, how do I get that over there? Demonics might enter, I'm not sure. I'm just curious to see who all is going to enter. Assuming anybody does. Midstream's crazy. What's wrong with that, dude? It's not like I'm entering. I'm going to be a judge for it. You don't have to answer me, by the way, if you don't want to, by the way. I was just kind of curious. I'm just curious to see who all's going to enter, so, you know. Like, it's a pretty big deal that we're even doing this, you know. Okay. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not going to cover this level fully. I know I'm missing one flower, so it's not that big of a deal, just because I missed one thing, so... Anyway, this is still a really solid level, Nedrac, even after playing it since back then. Oh, wow, it's like YFS has not received any updates. It still gets a 5 from me. I just like the innovation all around with the Ice Melon. It's just, you mix it up pretty well, and I just like how you engage the player all around. And, I don't know, it depends on the theme. It's going to be vanilla theme, so anything goes. TFT and I still have to discuss it, though. He said that we'll probably voice chat like the next day, and we'll just kind of discuss our plans for how we'll host this. So, yeah, Nedrac, solid levels always, man. I love the theme, and you always do an amazing job, man. So, keep up the good work, man. And Nedrac, just remember, man, I'll always try and cover your levels if you want me to. So, even if you want me to commentate, so, you know, you just let me know, man. Anyway. Oh, I forget that that's pretty loud. I have that at 4%. Okay, guys, back-to-back YFS. We have Blimps Above Cliffs. This is by KeroDew. So, let us get back to it, shall we? We're going to lower the volume on that so that YFS volume's not blaring in my ears. So... So yeah, those are the kind of plans with the level contest. TFD is gonna co-host with me. He did confirm that yesterday. So basically, what we know so far, and I'll tell you what I can give. We might change some stuff, but this is how it's gonna work so far. So it'll be the first like full-fledged official contest for LSS. So all the games will be accepted. So the SMC, YFS, 127, Mario Builder. So for these official events, we'll have all the levels, all the games. So the rule will probably be this. We'll probably only accept newer levels. We probably won't accept older ones. So you're blocking your mic when you put your hand over your chin. I am? Really? Hmm. I'll have to keep that in mind then. So, yeah, it's gonna be a, I guess, newer one most likely. It'll be a vanilla theme, so it'll be. We probably won't accept code editing. We probably won't accept. I'm not sure about custom backgrounds and music. We might accept that, but we'll see. It won't be. You won't be expected to do anything too crazy with your levels. Just if you can, I guess, get something out or whatever. I'm not sure. Why does that say TUE? Uh, what new features do you want to use in your new level? Tile sets. Tile sets is my vote. Conveyor belts and escalators would get second place. I care more about the tile sets, I feel. So, why does that say TUE? What does that stand for? Oh, Tuesday. I thought it was like the or something. I was like, what? You can use your new level in the contest? Probably. The new contest will probably be out in the next couple days. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, we could actually get it out on July 15th. And then Seven could probably get his mini contest out at the same time too, because he said he wanted to do that. So we could actually probably do that. Okay, yeah, we definitely got to get that set up tomorrow then. So guys, we'll probably get the contest set up here in the next few days. So do look forward to that if you guys are curious. So anyway, guys, Blimps above cliffs. This is by KeroDew. So mind the gaps. The balloon platforms will help you cross the steep cliffs, and then some balloons will bring you havoc. We still have to decide the whole timing on the levels demonic, so TFT and I will talk about that, but I think personally they should be newer ones. Balloon platforms will help you cross the steep cliffs, and some balloons will bring you havoc. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, because technically you could just re-upload an old level and that would work, but yeah, the rules aren't clear at the moment. Mind the gaps, so balloon platforms will help you cross the steep cliffs, and some balloons will bring you havoc. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're right in this. Oop, that caught me off guard there. I wonder how Kero does this. Because I don't think YFS has spawners, does it? Is there something over there? Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, also another thing too I should mention about the whole contest ordeal is that kind of the plan is to give everybody a month to get a level out, but we might have to expend the time. We'll see. I usually try and get the results out within the week of it ending, but it kind of just depends on who the judges are and what's actually happening. Oh wow, I actually made that. That's crazy. Oh, I can just stop it like that. Okay. I kind of forgot about that, dude. I'll be honest. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. Well, shucks. I probably... Oh, wait. Nice. I airballed that. That's funny. Yo, give me my star points. Actually, I don't even think I went up here when I played this yesterday. Yo, give me the egg. Give me the egg. Need the egg. Still a lot of red coins. Okay. Does it really make a difference, the speed? I don't think it does it? Come on, any day now. Yeah, Kero, I'm not really a fan of the whole wait-in you have to do here. It kind of slows the experience down, especially if you have to, like, yeah, see, if I die there, it means I have to do all this over again. I'm not a fan of this. Also, I think you should provide eggs here, like, at the checkpoint, because there's no option to do that currently. Again, I know you have this, but it's just, the reach here is not the greatest, and it's kind of hard to even collect them when you're just moving on this balloon like this. Like, see, I have to wait, like, a couple seconds just to get that balloon there. And even when I land on it, it's still really slow. So, I just think there's better ways you can mix this up. See? Like, I have to do this all over again. It's a lot of waiting. I'm not a fan of this. Balloons in general are just slow. YFS needs better platforms. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's annoying. At least it gives star points there, so that's nice. Bro, I missed the red coin because of that. That's not fun. And I'm not gonna wait through that again. It's not something I'm looking forward to. If I die, I'll go back and do it, because, yeah. Do you need to upload your level on the profile for the contest? Oh, is that what you asked? Sorry, I didn't answer your question. I'm sorry about that. What do you mean on your profile? You just have to submit your level to the site, like normally. Huh? What? Give me that back. Okay then. That's a thing. Is that a bug? It seems like it. If Shell Guy says it's a bug, it's a bug. Shell Guy knows YFS better than I do. You do too, negative 26. Nope. Go away, penguin. Go away. Go away, please. Oh my god, dude, I suck at this. Okay, dude, I could play the long game and just wait. I didn't want to do that, man. So, oh my god, dude. Why are there so many penguins on here? Oh my god, dude. This is so annoying, man. Alright, we're just gonna wait here real quickly, guys. I just don't feel like doing this. It moves so quickly, so can you blame me? So yeah, in terms of the contest itself, again, not a lot of information we can still go off here, but basically, you don't need to go overboard, because I know how taxing and time it is to make a level, so. Again, TFT and I will still talk about this, so. You know, we'll exchange details on how we're gonna handle this, so. You know, things are still subject to change. Like, kind of the thing, too, for me is, for these events, or especially this contest, since it's the first one, I really don't think people should be publishing 20-minute levels, right? I think it should be like a 5-minute level or something like that at most, right? It shouldn't be this long, extravagant level, which, you know, if people do that, that's fine, but I just think we need to balance it out and give a specific link as a rule. I feel like that would really help equalize it as a result. Probably shorter and simpler. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the thing too, -26, especially since it's our first one. I don't think we need to overcomplicate things either. I did say I was missing one, didn't I? But yeah, that's if you guys enter, or if anybody does. It's really exciting stuff, but yeah, I know there's still a lot that could be rearranged and organized better. Like, the whole contest page could probably use the new UI that TFT's been using to organize the events better. So, you know, like you have mini contests, or you have contests, so like categories you can select from. I think TFT is probably going to work on that next, if I had to guess. I'm not actually sure. Kind of up to him. He can do whatever he wants. Oh my god, dude. I thought I was dead there. I thought I was gonna die. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this section either, Kero. It just feels like a difficulty spike compared to everything that we've been put up through. Or God, dude, I can't word that properly because I'm trying to focus at the same time. We've been through. A fun fact, those plants won't spit needle nose if you max your eggs. Yeah, I know. Bro, I can't get up there. Really? I can't get up there. Really? So if I come on, man. We'll do this again. That's annoying. So if you wait a certain amount of time, you just can't even try and ride up it. That's annoying. It means I have to do all this over again. That's fun. You might want to work on that, Kero, because just how that flows there, it could use some rework, I feel. It's almost impossible to... Actually, it's actually not that bad, but it's just... It's hard to not take damage, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we'll try this again. You had to throw the red one here, man. Why? The red one makes this more annoying to traverse. It's the thing I don't like about this section. Okay, that is just me not paying attention. And that was me almost dying there again. That's funny. I'm not sure if I like this section in particular. Although I kind of do like the idea of you having to constantly jump. I mean, I think you could create some cool challenges out of that, but I don't know. There's a lot you can do in general, right? The red one has been Isn't there like a melon or something? I feel like you're asking a lot here, unless there's a simple way to do that. Well, that's unfortunate. Looks like we angered somebody today. I don't know how to do that, and Shogai and Negative26 and Demonics all know YFS better than I do, so they probably know stuff that I don't know, so... I'm just gonna leave my review at a 3.5 out of 5 like I did yesterday. I just think some sections ask a little too much, especially that one red balloon section that was just really slow. So I think just the general pacing is a thing that could really be improved here. And especially, I don't know, maybe it's just me not being good at the game, but especially those coins at the end and that flower, I don't know how to get them. And even if you know how to get them, it's still tight on the time to get them, right? Like, to get all that. And especially because there's that section down below, you don't even know that's there until you drop down. So you just, when you get the stuff at top, you're just going to think, oh, that's pretty much what I'm going to get. But then you see the section at the bottom, and you're locked out of getting it because you didn't know it was down there. So it's another thing I don't like about that. And, you know, I don't think the balloons are necessarily bad challenges to have, but they just move a bit slow at times, especially throughout the level. So... I think all around, I think just engaging the player a little more in certain sections where it did feel a bit slow, and then some sections kind of spiked up the difficulty a little bit towards the end with all the bullet bills and all that. I feel like that could have been toned down a little bit. I just think there's probably more ways that you can mix up the gameplay and not just have it be Desert Bus where you're just riding just very slowly and not really making much progress. But of course, I think there's ways to mitigate that, so... It is what it is at the end of the day. Still, though, Kero, I still think this is a pretty good level, though. I like the theming of this level. The theme's pretty established, and I like the whole concept/idea behind the balloons. I think you mix it up pretty nicely for what's given here. Alright, guys. I wonder what we're doing next. What do you guys think? Alright guys, level 8-1 by YoRioChill. Pretty sure this is one I didn't do as well. But in case I did, we'll still do it again. Just to be on the safe side. So, no description was set for this one. No demonics. We're not doing any more. No more levels past this. Again, I'm not accepting requests. This has been long overdue, this live stream, and I don't intend to go any further, so we're just gonna keep it at this. I didn't even want to stream initially today, but again, I saw that it cut off, and I'm not a fan of that happening, so we're making up for that. Oh, it's this level. Okay. Yeah, these are cutoffs, by the way, Rio. Just thought I'd let you know that. In case he did watch it, I'll still repeat the points I made yesterday. Oh, dang, that still got me there. Put your level. Yeah, dude, some guy sent a code in the chat. I know you know, but I thought it was pretty funny. Ending with peak. Show guy yesterday. Actually, you were here yesterday. Never mind. You already know what happened. It was the Razor level that we ended off with, but today it's this. Dude, Show guy, that's the second time you've made a joke about the ending. Oh god, I'm actually about to get a game over. That's funny. Absolute 5 out of 5 level. Yeah, man. That's not good. Demonics, you could also quote yourself too. How are you gonna make a better level than this? Oh, thank you, dude. I was trying to get that guy out. Can't be done. True. So true, bestie. So true. Bro. No, dude. I swear to God, man. So yeah, guys, like I mentioned earlier, the next live stream, I don't know when we're gonna do it, but oh yeah, we game overed. Okay, I'll get this a few more tries and then I'll go on the editor probably. I think I did play it yesterday and beat it, but I don't remember. So next live stream, guys, like I said, I can't give a confirmation date on that, but I will be judging in Seven's upcoming sports event mini contest if you guys are interested in that. We're giving away a theme and a pattern there. I think it's the Inklet Gloss theme we're giving away. So if you guys want that in I think it's the Cosmic pattern or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. We're going to be giving those two away. So that's for the people that get top 3. As for... Oh yeah, guys. By the way, I thought I'd let you guys know. As for the official level contest that we're going to be doing, the first one for the full-fledged level contest, we will be giving away the Stargazer sub-rule. It'll probably be for first place. I personally think it should only be first place, but I think TFT wants to do it for the top 3. But I'll leave that up to him. He knows the stuff better than I do. You should do an LSS theme tier list. Honestly, Hydro Wisp and Inklet Gloss are probably S tier for me. Maybe, I'm not sure. I like Moonash, but I think the text could be improved on it. Tricky Treat I'm not really crazy about, but I do like the spooky pattern. It's good for Halloween time. Speaking of which, we gotta get more themes, man. Man, like, what could we even do? There is actually, I do want a red and black theme. If we had a red and black thing, I probably would add that myself. Inklet Gloss is just better square hue, in my opinion. Moonash is the worst. You don't like Moonash? How does you can feature a level for 1 week, Jewel. You can feature a level for, or no. Yeah, you can feature a level for 1 week, but you get the feature for, I think it's like every couple days or something like that. Wow, we actually beat that. What a way to end the level, folks, and what a way to end the stream too. So. Alright guys, so I gave that one a 1 out of 5. It should be pretty evident why I would give that level a 1, so yeah. So Rio, really the big takeaway for this level is that just the amount of ideas you have, they don't really fit well with the environment, and especially your design. If you're going to make levels, like especially if you're going to do a volcano theme, use the volcano theme more, use the tile set more, use enemies that correspond with the theme more. Because a lot of ideas you have just feel really out of place, and it doesn't feel like you properly play tested this. It just feels like enemy spam, and it's just overloaded, and it doesn't really create the best experience in my opinion. Favorite theme is probably Gloom Vitiation. Yeah, anyway guys, so I'm gonna take this off. There's no need to wear this anymore. Anyway guys, so let's talk a little bit and then we'll end the live stream. We kind of did this yesterday, kind of discussing our future plans for how I manage this channel and how LSS is gonna fare. So the uploads for LSS levels, I'm not sure if I'll resume them tomorrow. If I don't upload tomorrow, then I do expect me to come back Tuesday. I didn't really get the most sleep because of the live stream, so Moonash worst is crazy. I'm just saying, we could really use some more themes. And also this, we could really have this on the events page. So, guys, so plans will be like this. So normal uploads will be coming back in a day or two. So, we'll do that. And, if I ever feel like doing commentaries on Fridays, I'll do that. But don't expect them every Friday. I just want you guys to be aware of that. I'm not obligated to cover any games or whatever I do. I just do it because no one else does it. And I just think it's a nice way to actually cover things. So that's why I do things on my end that way. So just kind of bear that in mind. So as we've been talking, Snapshot 31 is going to be out Tuesday, so if you guys look forward to that, I'll be left an announcement. So I'll still continue covering levels of Snapshot 31 the best I can, and Snapshot 32 will probably be developed after a bug patch or two has been released by LB, so it'll probably be a couple weeks where we start that. But Snapshot 32 plans have been there are plans. A lot of the stuff for Snapshot 31 is going to be postponed to 32, so there's something that we're going to specifically prioritize on Snapshot 31 that a lot of it did get through, but most of it, like most of the other stuff, we'll have to hold off until Snapshot 32. Cloudwave? Which one's that again? Which one's Cloudwave? Is it this one? I don't really use Cloudwave, so I'm not sure. It's just a darker inklet gloss. Yeah, so this is Square Hue, this is Aquatoon, Asteroid Crunch, Butterfly Brew. This one's iconic. This one's Cloudwave right there. Gloom Vitation, Hydro Wisp, Inklet Gloss. That's the one I use. Memory Fiber, Moon Ash, Rift Shade, Sugar Blur, Swiftberry, Tricky Treat, and Wild Heart. I think a cool pattern to have. I mean, this one's kind of yellow already, but like, what about like a grassy type of thing? Like, I know this is already green, but I don't know. We gotta think of more themes to use in the future if we ever do that. I definitely want to do red and black. We do the tier list. What tier list? Of your levels or of the themes? We're talking about themes. Inklet Gloss is S tier, and Hydro Whips is also the low S tier for me, I think. But I really like Inklet Gloss. You can't go wrong with Square Hue. I think that's probably also S tier. I think at the bottom of the tier list, I would probably put something like maybe Moon Ash. I think Moon Ash is probably at the bottom, just for me personally. I know Marky likes Moon Ash, so sorry, Marky. I just don't like the text on Moon Ash. I think I wish it could stand out more. Rainbow theme? I'm not sure if a rainbow theme is a good idea, because I'm not sure people are going to handle the epilepsy. I mean, actually, there wouldn't be any epilepsy, obviously, but, I'm not even sure how we do that. I think if you had it solely fade, it should be fine. Yeah, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore my rubberish, or my gibberish dice, guys. Um, who knows if we'll have a rainbow theme in the future or not. That's kind of up to TFD if he wants to do that. So anyway, guys, so uploads, like I said, will be normal. Next live stream will probably be next month. If you guys are curious, either the early next month or mid of next month. So we'll have to see from there. It kind of depends how I feel on time. I don't want to overload myself constantly with all this. I kind of just want to stick to uploads for a little bit. Wait, don't you use it, -26? Oh, he does. Oh, shoot. I'm slandering somebody that's a Moon Ash lover. Oh, no. What themes do you have, -26? You have Tricky Treat, you have Butterfly Brew, you have Memory Fiber, Aquatoon, and Square Hue. Okay. Okay, look, it's not the worst thing, but it's not something I personally prefer. For me, it's just the text. It feels hard to read. It's good on profiles, but I wouldn't want to use this all around. I don't know. I feel like Cloudwave is probably a weaker choice too. Again, it's not necessarily the worst pick, but you can't really see the theme on this that do well. The yellow one and the cyan one, Gloam Vitation or whatever it's called. Swiftberry is pretty good, but actually, I kind of like Hydro Wisp a little better, just because. Oh wait, where are the? That one's only red on there. TFT might need to fix the CSS on this then. Okay. Wild Heart's alright. I think it's in the middle of the tier list for me, and then the purple one's alright, but Memory Fiber. I think this is like probably B tier, most likely. This is S tier. Gloam Vitation is probably B tier as well for me, honestly. And then Butterfly Brew, that's probably A tier, I'll be honest. It's a pretty good theme. Asteroid Crunch, I don't really use, but I understand the appeal for it. Aqua tier, and I find it to be a little bright, so I'd probably put this at maybe C tier. Sorry if I'm slandering themes that people like, but you know, it's just, you know, I have my own personal preferences. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would use Wild Heart over Aqua Tune, though. That's for sure. I just find it a bit bright. You like Hydro Wisp, Wild Heart, and Gloam Vitation? For me, it's Hydro Wisp, Inklet Gloss, and then I guess Square Hue, because Square Hue is like the iconic one, right? But I don't know. Square Hue definitely would not be my first pick. I think it'd either be Hydro Wisp or Inklet Gloss. Those two are my two favorites. Purple, dark blue ones lower their significance for me. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, so just for the future, if you guys are curious, we're not gonna do it for this live stream. Demonics is gonna help out with the timestamps, so if you guys want to help with timestamps in the future, I'll offer a theme to you. Likely it'll be memory fiber or something else, but as long as it's not too expensive in terms of shim flakes, I'll hand it out to you guys because especially if it's a big stream, it will really save me a lot of work. So that's why I'm offering Demonics a theme. But I just want you guys to be aware of that for the future if you want a theme or whatever. Also, themes for the contest will also be given too. So if you guys want to participate in this upcoming one, you guys can do that. But best way right now, definitely think is to do shim flakes. But yeah, guys, if we have bulk work on our ends, and if you guys want to help out with that here and there, like be it timestamps or whatever, we can reward you guys with shim flakes. So do keep that in mind. C tier, it's like low B tier probably for me, Demonics. I still think it's really good. I like it. Use default but light. Yeah. I saw you, Clover. I saw you. On my profile, I use Inklet Gloss because I think it fits with the prehistoric theme better. But I would really like to have a red and black theme. I might even make my own if no one does, but I'm not sure what kind of theme or pattern you'd even use for it. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna wrap things up here now. Again, I didn't plan for the stream to be too long, so I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to do this live stream. Enjoyed the talk, guys, but yeah, if you guys want to talk, we can continue to do that on Discord and LSS and the usual. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, but yeah, guys, do you have any more questions or whatever before we end? But yeah, just reach out to me if you need help with anything or whatever. I'll try my best to do what I can. I can't answer every question, but that's to be expected, right? So, so yeah, just to recap on what we've done today. So we did this live stream because the 2 hours yesterday got cut off. So if anybody's wondering, we did do the full 12, but we did do it, but YouTube just wanted to cut it off for no reason. Actually, they probably do have a reason. I just don't understand the reason. I don't agree with the reason, so it's kind of just whatever. I'm not going to question it too hard. So uploads will probably resume normally here soon in the next few days. Not exactly sure when. I kind of do need a little break from doing all this time I've spent in lately. So I did try to get to all the requests. So any requests you guys submit moving forward now will be for the next live stream or for any uploads that I do. So just try to keep that in mind. If anybody submitted any requests within the past day since the live stream ended, I will not be accepting them for this one, in particular this live stream. So that'll have to be saved for the future live stream or whatever. So just keep that in mind that the live stream technically ended yesterday, so that was kind of the rule we had set up, that they would go until the end, and thus it did. You craft the Halloween theme for the upcoming ones. Sounds good. So anyway, guys, we're gonna call things here. I have nothing else to really add on. Just kind of just saying the basic stuff, just get things out of the way. Last thing I think we can really bring up, just to recap, are the events. So Seven will be hosting a sports event if you guys are curious. So it's a little mini contest. It'll be sports themed. So if you want to make your own little sport in any of the games, you guys are more than welcome. We kind of got inspired because the World Cup and SMC recently added in Chucks. So I thought we thought it'd be roughly a good time to do that. And then the first official LSS contest will be out in the next few days. What was your question, Demonics? What was your question? So you said, can you repeat your question? Because if you put it a while back, I'm not gonna be able to see it. I'll give you a minute, but yeah. We'll probably have the contest, guys, either on Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely. If not on those days, then I guess later in the week. So do look forward to that. we'll probably give you guys a month deadline, so it'll be vanilla theme, any game. It won't be too crazy of a level. We don't expect you guys to do like 30-minute levels. That definitely is not something we're gonna allow. I feel like if people do that, we'll probably be harsher to them for the contest in terms of the score. I mean, just for the standards. I mean, because technically we can put whatever standards we want, but it's not gonna be the full standards like on the actual site. Like, normally, like in the minigame event, Skullmaster published a level that I thought was pretty good, but I think I gave it 2.5, which it probably deserves much higher as a standard level. But yeah, it is what it is in that regard, right? Anyway, Demonics, please quickly tell me your question, otherwise I'm not going to be able to answer that, okay? So we can talk in private after this once you get set up with the timestamps and all that, assuming you do that, right? But yeah, thank you guys as always for the support. So I kind of mentioned yesterday that 1K subs was kind of the last goal we had in mind for this channel. So it allows us to become YouTube partner, and any of the funding that we make on this channel does go to the level share square. It goes to the treasury, so it's not like I'm blowing this money on my own. It's just it goes to make sure that we can be able to fund the site and be able to have like image uploads and miscellaneous stuff, right? Vanilla just means you can use anything in the game. We probably won't allow code editing, and I'm not sure about custom backgrounds and music. It basically means like no hacks or whatever, or no mods. So if your level uses a mod, it won't be allowed. Okay, so Demonix or anybody else, if you guys have any other questions, just reach out to me. We're gonna call things here, okay, folks? So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Again, we had to do things here today because of yesterday, so hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video, the next live stream, and yeah, hopefully you guys have a good one. So with that said, Pop That Corn 14 representing LSS levels. I will be signing off. So next live stream will hopefully be within the next month. We'll see. I'll keep an announcement. I'll announce to you guys in like a week prior. I do see them, Demonics. I can't read every single one since I'm streaming though. So again, if I'm missing something out, you gotta specifically tell me. You can't just say, "Oh, you didn't read my question," and then, have it like very far up in the chat. Because I'm not gonna scroll up. You need to tell me as you go along. Okay, so please try to keep that in mind. Okay, you and everybody else that is watching my live stream. I can't read every message. I can't understand every message that's gonna click right away. You know what I'm saying? It might be the most obvious question you're asking, but my brain's not going to be able to process that because I'm processing other stuff at the same time. So I hope that makes sense, man. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, guys, it's not far in the chat. Can you just tell, dude, please just tell me. I want to end my stream. Come on. You're really dragging this on for me. What is the question? Why can't you just tell me your question? Why do you got to keep dragging this on, man? Come on. I'll wait because I want to end this. Come on. Also, I'm not being rude if anybody thinks I am. It's kind of annoying if you're not gonna tell me what it is. If you even said it. I'll look real quickly. Review your profile. Okay, I'll check that out. What is it? What is it? Oh, wrong setting. You want me to view your profile? Use this. Okay, I'm looking. What am I looking at? You're using the butterfly brew theme. That looks pretty good, actually. We should have a butterfly brew pattern now that I think about it. I should actually tell TFD about that. Alright. Good theme, though. Good theme. I think we should work on the pattern. So, alright, guys. Now, let's wrap things up now. Let's wrap things up. So, guys, everything I've said prior, I'm not going to repeat myself, okay? So, let's sign off now. Alright. Have a good one, guys. I will catch you guys later. See you guys.